right, we say yemo bibiara akwaba and we are bring Fambra Kastle 90.3 FM. Yensanemo akwabe bio and Fambra oye memman hodo the biggest political and current affair program in the whole central and western regions. We are bring su yatsna sam. Ye bezi inkomo afa omai konkron Ghana ho na enen komo twetwe bebre e wo ho ene eko oye the Supreme Court the supplementary affidavit for oil breaching in camera rules the suspended Chief Justice or the Quay for part of new relief, and they were bought the means seminara egu. Damaso and Sama Ruby Bebreka home and the echo oil NHIA. President Mahama will revoke appointment of Anisansa ne appointment we revoke the appointment in Zefru. Now, Kenoforata and Afi OSP in some so it's then was set court asset or June 18th to rule on Kenoforata's case against special prosecutor. Only these and many more and they will bring Yatnasa Ebezi in Komozi after the program is very packed. Only they will be joining in our Facebook. Then also on YouTube, Kastle 90.3 FM, Facebook, and afi YouTube, Kastle 90.3 FM, afi www.kastlefmonline.com, and our other social media handles. We are streaming live. Or join na like the page for views or comment. No so for home. The maso and the platform I did you message. And if you WhatsApp message in national or you're active in the area, 0244743143 0244743143. Now the reintroduction of the road tolls, road tolls, and His Excellency the President of the Republic, Wamayata said, now we'll link an encha physical cash with your Ghana card, while linking it to Wokano on its 9 day Eduope, now I scratch. Or it will bet to free mobile money account him. And the road toll no. Record digital what the Ghana card in a what the year. The machine called the Parliament of Ghana and the Speaker of Parliament in Semibiosia, some of the members of Parliament, the national security operatives require arrest for oil investigations, another will call on for investigations. Then we'll use our parliamentary immunity to invade or avoid. And the Speaker of Parliament is that to go that parliamentary immunity, it doesn't warrant today. The state security will invite you for oil investigations. The parliamentary immunity doesn't cover you. Another uninsured a parliamentary immunity, the state security also cannot do their work if we hear. It's in that Parliament will come back to sitting. These are some of the issues as Speaker of Parliament on the two or the members of Parliament on him elho. The minority in Parliament and they will call on the Minister for Energy, the Parliament, now respond to issues. And the issue will raise ECG containers and the Ababo Toga that we can containers the various port terminals tema on what the Energy Minister the now answer questions as to why the first report and now also one to were in summer oraba with regards to the containers the minister be able to go the why you know on na answer as to what ma okwekwesi in the when this number of containers or your port. Bebre kay won area bri yazreba na yebezi ho nkomo ende area bri asde ne bi Nkoma me production team headed by Mr. Bernard Ogo, Osman FKK, and afi Blackus into Atrianatum on Facebook, then also on YouTube. On Chebia Yabeti Oye Osman Nka on the first part of the show. Now is in common on some of the issues and they will be obu boba. But ya fast denibi and farmer in Jumukwa, we will be one Emma yazi jumezi aba bosom betway is yankancho what the betway bet influencer ze aba on ye tintinibia just with your influence and the extra bet na share your code with your loved ones, share your code with your followers in Kablakus day and uncle followers bebre into all your bets na and now share code with new followers. And Beatrice and Kencho the Ayan Dema, you earn 4%. Apart from who bets na worry channel, and do code in the Sudaman for the number of people are world tribiano, you earn 4% on their code, another on their bet. On into Betway, say the Makwenye Ababado, the Amo, no other betting companies or betting platforms. I give Betway. I say it doesn't matter if it's a win or a lose. If they bet, you earn cash. Into your yes kasatintinibia. On your kasatintinibia. Eli win, na unyankulu win no, na unsuri nya double wins. Betway. Betway get way more. It's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Also bet the responsible way. The National Anointed Engineering Services Limited. Also control the ND appear oye ejumukua oye reputable with regards to installation of generators, repairs, and then also rentals. Ninyina no ebenye bi oye Anointed Engineering Services Limited. Now, Anointed one or your professional advice or offer or your after sales service and so was more or from 5 kVA to or 3,000 kVA. Ninano Benyabi or Anointed Engineering Services Limited. For over 20 branches across the country, Central Region, Cape Coast, or Tantry, opposite the main lorry station near Republic Bank. Frame 0248455697 and at 0243480334. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator expert. And the Hisense 2025 TVC television promo. What should you say? Only Eya Brentiaba enter television and a new television Udema. From 32 inches, Zilka could see 110 inches, another 150 inches. Ninano, what the brands in Ninabi, for you fetch him, Hisense one showroom, na call na unsu KGB. And they are the promo no washa say, on the 8th of June, into Akwenya Bebre or Zemo. Hisense. All the country, all the 16 regions, ebonhu one show ni bi ho manke sim or Ben Blue Hills restaurant or INT for 030255 0000 030255 Hisense everyday prices for everyday people. Ridge Royal Hotel semen can show there. Mother's Day ye dimo oye de pa na yadi e bon home modern. Osman Alaji
boss
Akwaba
Yenua
Mother's Day me sure that your mama call Ridge Royal Hotel.
Oh
okay
say me ma is very special but some time dem Academy me no call Ridge Royal na
eboa anyina anko
because we take program
into Ridge Royal Hotel we ye do nyina anyo mama anko.
Oh nyame ya adoma
next year
you be yen big
okay
you be yen big so next year mpom be mpo in the course of time nyama botomi no po ya big inwa
okay
na ya chod na ya ka keni nyina kama it's an empire one year na nkotintin na ahonzin na sika
okay
the phone
yeah sika no so the mo bompe de benye bi pa o send nyame ya adom on the 15th of June on your Father's Day.
Yes
nti say o ma me anyi na nkwa father you know ko
so what
you ebunu so the foam or the foam cry or the foam
and bibia camera And when they want, there are special people in our lives.
Yes.
But there's one thing, me son, you know, between the mommy and papa, now, my junior day, me pa mommy and some papa. But anytime my brabo, so BBC, Asembitum, now, me papa kasa, that's what kasa mchama. When the more calming. Yeah. Me so man to man movement.
Only a spiritual morale.
Wow. I don't know. Me say them no be also feel. I'm so close to my mom. Like me be my pa. Yeah. Me be my pa. But open day bia nkomosism and I be the man. But I feel more comfortable day bia.
And your papa.
But then me papa say asembisi mental meanings nkomo.
Okay.
But the moment I'm a friend. I'm the mean waste you. No catch them there. Yendemi, you know, wakuma ope. I wanna happen. Makuma
to you.
I don't know, but it's so therapeutic. So it's special.
Yeah.
Internet. We need to celebrate them.
Yeah, internet on the 15th. Or a special. Cause celebrating.
Yeah. I'm a new check. Us in there, and your American rapper our friend Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
And you know our friend Dwayne. Okay. Nizi no DB shenyim.
Okay.
Na di no shenyim no say ne papa wan hwen. It's in way you da di no. Isn't he a junior? Into achede oyi di ni fa no achede why you we fi ne papa.
Line no cry.
Identity no.
Wow.
Ben papa no. But obi opposite obi kwa kwatwa wase there. Sa wo maame ye sabe maame papa. I don't chede bia no oye good wife. Or dem a wo papa. I'm say, hey, we are so home.
Mommy, papa, she was a good wife
to your father.
Or a deep.
Into assembly, I said, beside the no.
Most even assembly see. And then they were I
was processing it. You know what I'm going to wow, and some we are saying. But that is life, so young bumper may and our fun. Yeah. In fact, member paying so put it is natural. Ever been obiachin be. Yeah. But then the same.
But what's it in being familiar or taben, mammy phono? Okay. Nembesi afono so ben one papa no.
Except many from ben mbesi afono. Yeah. Nambesi afono so what ben. Yeah. Many afono. It is natural.
Like and like pose does not.
Let me not say it repels.
Yeah.
It's unlike pose no.
No, attract.
I mean, it is beautiful. See, let's celebrate our fathers. In fact, they do very well. But sometimes, I had to be a bad thing, especially a benina.
I say like and like pose does not exist.
Black I papa remember welcome me yet. Yeah. Sometimes you should be accommodative, open up. Now more from one bed.
Yeah.
It's I'm papa say for me I think it's not even about money. It's not even about on your baby mom. Yeah. But just even talking to me. Wow pull me. Obey ye. Yeah. This is enough. Assurance no is enough for me. Yeah. Yeah. But a lot of the fathers, some of these things, I mean I want ye obi you know but tifie. Obi never to corner koye jumo.
Bisa na se on friend put that.
Because na adwene ye ne dey e ba no ochiro ofra papa na obi se na nti se wo ba no wanya.
Also osede. Enti ejanom na why real fathers in ye kan wasam. So on the 15th enyo papa nko sika na ekume bi e wo Ridge Royal Hotel. Enti was to celebrate that in Grand Star at Ridge Royal Hotel. Enti I spend 400 Ghana cedis. I mean, on the phone. On the phone. And go packages soon so or you be break able to make a book or your room nibi examine more relax. I mean, while we go through that, we would maybe also a bomb hotel. And to Ridge Royal Hotel, the more opportunity in what the more second Ridge, I will Cape Coast here. I will drew the environment in park or a serene. Obi basi mi free Ghana mu drew Heathrow Airport amu the non kafofo okay Ridge Royal Hotel yes ebonwu bribi fra 10312003222 and 0501672908 Ridge Royal Hotel richly inviting comfortably yours. All right, it's Ebusiam on the first part of the show. And you mokua orisa yana singing yawo Max by Lonat and afi game park and one show later on the second part of the show maba na me busy won ho dase meze acho but alaji me da bibia boko
come na nyame na dom Ghana semsemiana wa doso
na and we are bring so producer idea masa I don't know any man kwe cry today you pop pentama kwe nya maybe some catch another man said and ye be na didn't tell ma
Bibi aba fine
any man ye
Bibi aba fine na and that and you bring some more kodro Ghana had yet or church nkofo na azin asam kuno kodu o mitim anape me catch
yeah
me say we should serve as a deterrent for any political appointee
politicians do urban incidents be them wo suada
won suada say ye wi achi na wo ahyesa ye no hu na ye jemegu ye hu bebi mpa bebre nsem no bebi na mpoko kosi ho no. In fact, I mean, I'm saying any person be or you within the public space, no. On Mando do one office, what work with Jinano. Our execute to contract. And come in here, and when you know, now come in by ban, you don't care about to baby. And contractors, I'm on contract, no. One say I will be contracted a corner choir, not just 1 year, you know. School down
Olubu, a canono, way to. Now also we will attack you in that manner.
But so, but Johnny Abyss there, Nasika Hina was a more.
Yes.
A human year, no last pan or to then insurance be one home. I was into 9 years.
But Osman, can you blame them that much? Because contracting about them, Obini cut you more.
I don't care about that one.
Okay.
Say, I a professional, it's not a day. Mean, sure to be boss what to my barber with you. Now, when you know that come in a cadamas and while bringing us American one, you would never do that. Into me a contractor, yes, me pay money my yes. I'm a contractor, mean that quan is a me or a 10 Ghana cities. You put on my contract and say, the more kind 10 Ghana no, Mudzum 3 Ghana. Once you pay a contract, but yet most for soon. Now, also I got to me looking with the 7 cities by year. 7 cities a very rich, and as you know, 4 cities 50 pesos, and as a year. Now you show the work. Instead, the Miss Abanas, sir, no boss, I acquaint say, yeah, just 2 years ago. Even as into the corner, say, come and explain to us in your occasional court. Na cheche no so some contract no obodo mu twebo eh when you start nyama na efi wono until next time so be my contractor on ko didim
yeah
so we should start from somewhere. It is not only about the politicians no but you start there church one hour from one kan na
you go who the rare cause of our problem.
Start mentioning names. It's in your business now when you are in SSO.
Yeah.
I mean, my catcher to me, I love what is going on. Me Pedama style, no Rambo style, say Chuck Norris style. So today no.
Say Jet Li style.
Let's put them to that most to ban that attitude, no. Yeah, ma, oh yeah, unpopular with the corruption.
But it doesn't put fear in them.
Absolutely. That is my worry.
It doesn't put fear in them.
That is my worry. There's also what Benim Yakupona wa president. When you 2 million wa pon kakra mo da kwame na gina kwa minister of education ese dwuma na waza am na me de bra from kwa akobọ ho no amede mko cook contract am mebusu afo na menyankofo yenka de na ya me eyempa mo ye yo mponye de minister nyim mo na bosomo so na kotua hwe the kind of benefit na nkotua obenya bosomo so how de enko demonstration da na wodi scat to account the same person contract so baso a na nakasa kotu company na odi na wo faase bi na yiri nua bi na nyankum na na kwakọ hyechi na wona nkasa waje contract waje so a wonye ne ye onipo na oyeye wo no nti kwame na I feel that is okay till there is also when we dwumazi be anyima na say nhuma esima currently was ye nkofu bi na say also mpa the same thing na obato a for me embrace the wonzi nkado
yeah
whether 8 years old say 16 years old 20 years old ekoni bi adon bro na obeso na mba no so na accountability bro no so na Kwame na criminality has no expiry.
Yeah.
Definitely are going to deal with you.
Okay.
Now I pray and hope there. Me my year me mo anya who ka keke. But you make sure there before you coach obi na aye we investigations enhu dem pa ko no bon na reka wasem no. Wedi you have that evidence as no coach na court today ma. Ebo tum na agie scam yen. Na say when a punishment be ho so you met it out to the person.
But one question is it necessary that investigations record and you have evidence against the person and you in court but there your press conference you brief Ghanaians on what you've done but later on and your madana what will it cost because I believe there and one call BBNC court in my judgment then you brief us be able to do as a nation you retrieve the sika ya day we jail in pana then we know but investigations if you cry you come and brief and then you back and forth
When you are doing on that aspect of the name calling, no, obi na passing pa any investigation who they be as a carbon be not to koye. Ebo kwam na reason na abubo ebo je pazi bia wa koye na you are hanging the person in the
alleging that
you are alleging yes
position now they them.
Yes, they have a phrase bia work was in the public law court. And they say but once I but kwam na suman we said then 50 na pena na aduna in there.
Inti woko court na say nyimpa no court clear na egu nyimpa na nimu ase ana yeah.
Manyo ya dream. But I also feel there when it comes to the updating so we can do that but without name calling.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you maybe put the bosuma ebi am issue that the miskede me na wa fa nsase se kede me contract the me no kwa execute kwa enyim na you evidence or chere nyimpa kono the me na why it is only court of competent jurisdiction.
Yeah.
And obotum akedo obi you're guilty or not. And I was in there, you are innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't innocent, stand for no question of court today, ma, you cannot stand somewhere now quite crazy damn
yeah. This brings me to the container issue. Yes, the first report post-mortem of the report.
Yes.
Yeah, discuss a lot. Yankada report on the beno on Yanukar another or Yanukar. But we say according to reporter obey and want to musun kada and some of them were not true.
Yes.
I mean it was a reporter Izimo Unkomo. But then Yohane Ebeti from the communication director of Ministry of Energy and then from the minister itself telling us that the container now or you will know. There was even a name calling the MPP full area container day. And the container and we come even more than mana wa hwehwe no krampo the various port terminals or Tamaport. But the minority was the means me want us, so they are calling on the minister to come back to Parliament and brief Parliament on the recent development with regards to the container. Yente the minority one a press conference away yeba na is in common.
This morning there is a news item on the front page of the Daily Graphic informing Ghanaians that the missing containers have been retrieved. These are the words of Daily Graphic. First of all, the minority vehemently disagreeing with the position that it has been retrieved. Indeed, they were not missing. We are being told that the containers have suddenly been found at the same Temaport as has been reported by the Daily Graphic. Now, if you recall, we were told that 2,491 containers, uncleared ones. This was an information from ECG to the minister, the new minister. The minister subsequently set up a committee to investigate these uncleared containers. It turned out, according to the committee, that out of the 2,491 containers that were uncleared, close to about 1,134 were missing. And these were the words of the minister. Subsequently, we saw videos of the minister in the company of some national security operatives raiding some companies, and we're told that these were part of the missing containers. Today, we've been told that a total of 2,637, twice the number that were missing, purportedly missing, have suddenly been found at the same Temaport. This is a very, very strange development, and we are calling on the minister to come clean with all the facts in relation to this particular missing containers. Indeed, if you recall, the then board chairman of ECG, our leader, who is celebrating his birthday today, was called upon to virtually resign, and that he has superintended over the missing containers. Today we are being told by the same group of people that indeed the containers were not just missing, they just did not do their audits very well, and they've been found at the same Temaport that we were told were missing. So please, ladies and gentlemen, the position of the minority is that we are calling on the minister to appear before us in Parliament to give us a full brief of the entire details of what has transpired for the past 3 months when this same issue of missing containers appeared. But we have to make this position very clear that we vehemently oppose the headline from Daily Graphic that says that the containers have been retrieved. They have not been retrieved. They have been found. They were not missing as per the publication from Daily Graphic. Thank you very much.
So the press conference was addressed by Efija Krabre North MP Collins Adomako Mensa and Odi, the minority in parliament in him na or address the Ghanaians on the recent development with regards to the found ECG containers. Alaji.
Kwame na. Mama das bi na yen san so yen chichia yen etefu no nye ahwefo no nyina ndenwa abrewe na yema wona ha yen san so yema na kwa bibio from one authoritative political talk show in the region and beyond. And so we are streaming live on Facebook as usual. Black Kusi weduma na yonkwe nenyu. Tineko Facebook our search box na Kastle 90.3 Cape Coast like you page na etum na share ma wunye so baby no so wonye bi na wa hwe na ma comment no so ombra na bibia anya kama ho no kwame na another information about out no my first instinct in there manuaje I was very happy there say o manager person na wayo ana ye hwehwa ye hu baby ogu na ye start name calling na yisi na wafa isi okofa hade isi ya edemi ensan bebre ana ye nyina ye tete okrom hade nti nde se ye hu da containers no ye kara wayo bi mu awie bi ye kon hu containers ni bi wo bush bi mu baby in fact ye hu container but ye kon hu da materials be so ye ECG for one property ye kon hu ye hu bi otakrade ye hu bi Ashanti region en kana so ye tell that was ye na call factory bi wotema I was Indian for being a once upon Waka, one who could ala what Tonyamani be from all ECG for no.
There was a Ghanaian Bisuka, but then the Ghanaian involved.
Yet it's be honor, some bridge, yet in fact, ECG trap bomb on Ankasa. Now, under than yet the containers and the Kawasamuno in the twice as the number now reporting upon Kade. Why you know, and then the Okoko was several or yeah. Outlet and other port areas are
yes,
and they were to into close to 2,637 containers belonging to ECG, and then the Yankoponado Yakwekunwa Yetama port honum. Now, everybody said there, hey, no Kobanda the minister about constitute a committee that one quarter and one conquer Juma. Now, committee number one investigations in terms of what ECG was a brown one. Now once we call a port honum quite physical count. I remember vividly that was what we were told. Was it they reconcile the figures at ECG wasn't my one. And I'm what clear for port honum.
Yes.
And I'm a port honum no. And I walk quite reconciliation honum no in there. Almost about 1,300 containers. And I share young. And I watch him the individual see by more ECG honum no. And I was once a quackable boy or yeah. That more containers in my in the next there. In fact, I didn't walk call you a honum. Now, come and report about no missing your opportunity, can be fine. Now, according to the report, no say I call ye Ghana Port and Harbour Authority or Oyetama Port Honumana. Oyaza containers no, ye can once in day or ye 2,637 no. Oyaza na echo or ye port honoma, different terminals no, and a containers no gugu honum. Into Mr. Roxon, that is the PRO for the Ministry of Oil Energy and Orkade, 860 containers, Okohun Oil Meridian Port Services, 1,237 Oil Ghana Port and Harbour Authority terminals, and after 272. No, so it was evacuated by Oil National Security. Yes, and after 194. No sooner was located at Oye Amaris Terminal and at 20 so Okokunyan Woye Atlas Manufacturing Limited. In Taka Kanini na Buma and Ochere na Oyazo ye dama number na yutum na ya tuzino. But the question may be some in there. Come na what happened there? The committee minister Nankasa Otso, you know. Is it because the Juma Woye and Woye shoddy work? announce there council no and a one can in fact they're not church master baby
but and pay na me catch the scope of the committee the scope of work what the more no was one the issue of the holding of containers at the port, then also procurement issues, procurement breaches. So these were the scope of their work. Yeah.
But in the scope of the work, looking at these two issues, now come here, baby, when there intentionally ECG Funankasa na one in your money be all kapot or more check. It is a penalty china, the more in china. Na afei abana kwe trace come more and san we tun wakwa clear honum. But in the course of these two acts na ezi hunko mose si anu and ebe be hu there a certain 1,300 containers bi wakwa akwayo. In fact na me catch minister na kase me ya aware there wakwa port honum kwa physical counting. So if ye nyimre say call habo one ma na say ye were more than 1 or 2 terminals or honum looking at the figures Port and Harbours Authority no. Why didn't we also sort to ask the Port and Harbours Authority there? He said the containers are here about one channel over one. In all those conversations, there was none admitted there. Ghana Port and Harbours Authority. Whatever information made the containers are once or one seminal. What can oil 50?
Okay.
But in the Ministry of Energy for one numbers and one war. That of the ECG for no. And a year's won't come on. Now it brings some of us into conjecturing. That is it because the ABI genuinely say a containers as a bar, we underdeclare them. Not certain personalities be within ECG Funo, where say China wait are now. Or your question. And Obaba said, I'm a question in Biano. The person might not be far from right. Because this is question you would have to delve in deep. Now, be some of these questions, If you can't put it there, could it also be so there? Okay, let's hang the cats. Na ya man bad name ana. No so honum. If you can't put it there, is maybe can also be there. And a committee ya phone woni. Na one anka say woko charge ni be good there. Ebi as adene 2,600 way ya ka dey be 1,300. Into so money ya waji tuma. Then kind of what buy na was akwa. I mean people are asking a lot of questions. But for me I feel there questions are minority for bisa no. They are spot on. Because official figures are minister called parliament kwa kan wasam. Honorable Afanyama kin sorry kade. Yes indeed nyema bi kodo aye. Yesi jifu wan nakachi a. Ofi there. Yen you politics yen femfim. Na mom as a nation yen nationalistic in our approach. Na yen hwe yen so problems na once and for me there. Indeed there is a problem at ECG. Ofi change na yenyim. Reason why America there. Ya batira wa chechi certain ye ko hu nyama ni bi o baby de mi. But aside from Temazino, Manchester ye make any other further arrest be concerning America ko hu Otakrade and other even Ashanti region po. Menyimda sa me facility and na ma sa me de pazi bi na so obi ne item bi a wayo banos obotodo a. Wo banas wo hwehwe impakunu wura na asase no wura no eje pazi no wura no na wa kye no so investigation. Wo bi send na o si da na damenyamai obebogu wa asase do. But yante da damenyama no ibi akodo wo ho no. So it still brings us back to the question that we some earlier there. Why is it that when it comes to any investigations will come here, yenya butter, na ya trend na ya find the facts and figures of those issues but momo ya penentam na ya mba na ya mbodo simosi bi we kwekwazi dream osibosi me akwa bibia on fokonim na nipa ko no ya hanging ya gunanyi mase na mo yebo kwachi ba kwa investigations na azenent them. You see, so that is a problem. It's the Ministry of Energy led by the Minister John Jinapo, Honorable Doctor. Me feel the stage we need more answers on these questions and minority for Obisano. And it is within their right frame there.
And on your minority Funkuti, Ghanaians, we need answers to what is going on.
Why the head count of Koyero?
Yes.
Went to Mankanye.
And then no Obi be some question. I wasn't getting the person, but later on I understood him. I see containers na want see we hu ye de ani ehu there containers oni nya. Ye hu motive there oni nya. We
didn't see any container. Emo me kwa hu there. Materials bia wo tuturo ECG phone na japazi no.
We kogu baby.
Kogu baby. I tell America there sanko ogobi ni den mumpa. You need to find the owner of those buildings, Ask them how those materials, got over there.
So now we need to probe further. Niyembi said those companies now, smelting companies now, woko hu these cables or they embroider or ECG ampade one or the crow.
Yes.
And crofono ECG funa wako ye free port what the kameni pano another agents na what claim yamane free one and then yamana what the ben when could do ECG. No could okwa da me bia no.
Yes.
And legitimately in crofono what transit from ECG
officials be one change.
Yes.
Kwame na isi tameka there when say you better dem stage way na obia no conjecture obia no question baby say bia you right because this is how we've made the issues to be. But you see, Ghana is a land of possibilities. I'm telling you, Ukroma Hade is a land of possibilities. Nimpa ko abanim do akwa akoye adwuma. Nimpa okwahyɛ adwuma akoye adwuma just to benefit from the system. And to me, all these things that you be saying nyina no, it is still within the realms of the minister. I will go to the floor of parliament to tell us how many arrests and why company okwa question watamana was met those nyamano. Was it really for Ghana Electricity Company Limited so if for the one investigations no or so no honam and I wasn't a man was a honum arrest ben a wakwa honum fast forward we come back to the Port and Harbours Authority one bill abandon them you know one more authority kwana kwa head count one facility or ones and they will tell you there these are the documents or had or there when your mother mean what baby do hade and your money be wahade ibi wahade. Does it mean there was one baby for a queer and also the one kind of quantity on any be had de me? So the mono kosia, why did that thing happen? Who was in charge around that time? No, I'm on conference here, no queen there. Head counting biono. Now Nazo upward more than the number of a catcher in there. Walk our port to honor. See, these are the issues. And I feel that coming away is a so far for the mental politics simple.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm hoping that the producer no the minister or the ECG PRO.
Yes.
Na
of course we need to.
Yeah.
Because there are more questions to be answered.
Yeah. So producer Obeya, let's try to get the minister on board. Na inkomo. I believe that a pressing issue and we call on him. He would love to talk.
In fact, he should. Because onya easy. You will come hade na show ye ECG one losses they be a carpet and tentam na ya kegu technical losses and tentam na ya kegu technical losses na ya to na adwunum forgetting about the sort of for your rot and kasa awkward within the system. The reason I'm so much enthused and then focused about the fact that today yen hwem ne yen wura nsam no mu ye na yen investigation by partisan na yen hwe na yen find out who are the real cause of this particular problems because reporting my attack today if even pose what should I was nyamana ba us yen clear onyimda after 2 weeks 1 month e kon ba da abano do abano da mona na kase waka create new company na afei aka clear nyama no enti ECG no onyi ska direct so ba clear nyama no all of a sudden no botu na wakwa bobosia na the clear nyama just to benefit somebody.
But also is it not worrying that me ECG my contractor for a product as marker for products and me the ABC ports.
Yes.
Edudu port no. I'm a contractor no. I should go and clear that goods.
So now me can ya arrangements. Ninya arrangements what continue say if arrangements no favor here now. Why is it that we still continue doing the same things Ozzy a cause bro omano. And I mean these are the things actually young we are unscrupulous people. Obi ano kono be fadra ozi benya no ho ozi benya ni sika obi ano ko be make sure that the system is inefficient system na ba cripple na you take advantage of no that is what we do. That's what I'm saying there. Somebody at Ghana Port and Harbours Authority needs to answer questions. Somebody at ECG needs to answer questions. Me kai that in the heat up of this issue sin yan say kaya Mr. Dubik Mahama okada port okada container bia yewe containers are waka won semenya ni nyina agu port honom. I remember he said that. I know cancer me awie no sank your funny serious and I no kwaya e bia ko botu na ko wa church. But if that is the case how is it that official documentations is not able to cover the whole containers no na mom official no mom onyim there containers nyina ho no is it because we're just politicking the issue announced so there it be much what an interest be a ofu there I don't know so 2000 and 1003 na can no be catch no you push akwa for baby everything is possible.
After the means in a conversation on them from with regards to Kanye no do baby no bubu no in a way nyama what the ECG what the Kanye no Kanye so now you know what is the real issue. The nyama no we ntina na Kanye no bubu ni she say we hu nyama no was it in nyama na we na
oh na say Kanye something yenyum the reason sikasam
yeah
sikasam nti is a secret education material simple even though some areas will have their technical challenges about customer light about often but generally it is not about
so this name calling we should tone down on the name calling.
Yes,
we should tone down.
Yes,
because at the end of the day information is about either they a certain individuals be when they say a certain government be a group of people when say but at the end of the day ebane asamuno ma na wari kan ebion ye dem mpo na oti yanka the dream nkodo yanka the corruption enwema kodo but we should finish. It shouldn't be a half baked information.
Yes, we shouldn't be in a haste.
Yes,
mekai there say to abedwia your presidential transition team you hand over notes na
yes.
I agree 1 month is not enough time
to check
about to check bibia into everyone say be settle down as a ministry awon you bokono agency awon you bokono kodu honom na say handing over notes nim ye exactly I check one stock na azin nyina na you may have certain issues that you will deal with ekwa YEA for instance odo baby no Mr. Ajiman the former CEO no onye Malik Basintele hwekona wasi wo for that no we exchange correspondences as to the real state of YEA. I mean it was fantastic. It's not always naturally you try there you bo bunseme go bi no do and to zoom line contract pe pay na nka wanye smart obeka there was a contract in the bay but mu hwem no meka de men sign na you renew contract no you see but because correspondence na bi wo ho no and in one be work bom no beautifully and they had to my president aka for a contract no day they are going to decentralize it now for assembly sin nya no obi anya is na na kese ko for da or managing ways no we tu no wakwa kwaye ho no but say the others na it looks as if they nya position no politics ni ya ndetini bibia ho no so far na at the minister of finance obona no kasa
dabi
no
I don't need see no pedo homoduma
that is forcing
dollar na no onye dollar wo issue
so bibi nkwadu ye ya nya baja tum no okay ya ye ne ye e da bibi nti na ye na me bibi nti is for hade but the moment ever bana pena position never kede minister of energy wa brumpo na wo boni na say designate no yare ye president ni inauguration say baka ya na okay chen there ye mfi wo no waka some number of days mo wakwa kwese wo no fear and panic. I mean we've had issues
after 4 months later and so baby 2.6 days. Meanwhile the procurement process is on.
I mean sometimes nya butter I mean Masran, yes, I agree. Politics na worry here, and sometimes the prediction for you there, the rots and the problems are about to It is normal. You can do that, but area the monso no, not make sure then some bakano or china be one case amount some information via about one against one some in the past no. And this is officially you told us that 1,300 containers na wayo. Na sisi abaka no 260 999 or honoma 2,000 or honoma. Not information as a brain, no. You were lying to us. And I opinion as one say if you cannot even give us the right information then not the human area no. We cannot have that money that trust no in you. Into your basre certain critical aspect of the economy now. You won't find your politics. In your butter, and your pension same. Information about out biano should be the near truth. In fact, on your truth in power. Mama won't quiet today be a question because twice the number of the containers so.
But now you to me yankade odi na kohwi anade. I mean we need further explanation as to
yes. Nakasa ni spokesperson have confirm there. Twice the number about the parliament kaka no. And this is your report economy.
And several times the big Mahama was saying that container be in your way. It's at a port.
Auntie coming on to Oyasin. Mr. Junapo me panasem. In fact, when you know about to me, I trust in him. I like him so much. I want him to succeed. But then, focus on your work.
All right.
Now make sure the information is about out to be ano. Ono when you're cringing, but I'll call you to them. Say, "Manyamosi, you're kaka kanyamosi or kona." Or the problems kakra and or the baba. I'm happy there. Young containers, one, yeah, find the containers, So retrieval impa, young baby, those containers, all pot hono. Now investigations, as the minority is demanding for it, you make sure that we are going to support them. They should call the minister on the floor of parliament. Can change the reason why the committee also went to one can containers in but they came out to tell us today X number of containers are available, but after you two investigations, you connect is more than that. The script passes of infant or what was the motive? Yantin Yamas and radiant gem on
Okay.
Because I am careful. Some people benefit from the state in young coffers. Meanwhile, it's not ordinary Ghanaian funo and yani bread. And to come in, I support the call for the minority funo. Let him come to the floor of parliament, come and answer and tell us why the differences
All right. So Ebusa, you try around the clock to get the minister, another the PRO for the ministry. Now in come on the recent development into Abribia yani sabaka wono yanyo busy in common. The production team is trying. The producer you the development you could do you ahumano nkwa ma yanti okosina won fa ma yanti. So we are trying to answer back the minister or the PRO for the Ministry of Energy. Na yanyo is come on the recent development about Botuga Elho. I Kastle 90.3 FM. Me man hodo. Ma o messages in embra 0244743143 0244743143. Ebotum so I join in with Facebook. You stream live on Facebook, then also on YouTube. Kastle 90.3 FM. Like the page, share, now leave your comment. Yabakan yazi amo or into message or your text message, another WhatsApp message as about Ninano Ebotum na yakan yazi amo. So this is the current issue or record with regards to the container missing containers. But the minority was it the headline graphic what the man won't pay the retrieve. Why would you fight them? Alaji. And I mean at times you're right, thought-provoking headlines.
Yes.
More obey influence you to go and then you the retrieve, the word retrieve, they don't like the word retrieve.
Was found
so you can't tell the editorial board how to headline. Yes.
We've retrieved it. And I'm a boy. So you know, this is secure.
We are found. Maybe how can they retrieve? I didn't know we'll be no one.
Oh yeah, some.
Yeah.
But someone has said so or the game. And to be honest, so we saw Antonio maybe as well can power so good baby now. I feel that what was happening to say if we find out not today. Source now. As know what the bad and one hour sooner.
But I find it also interesting that this whole issue Kodunya, the various terminals are these containers go on, they are aware per their document, yes. They are aware that such containers are there. Yes. Why were they also quiet on the issue?
Catch out there. So as it stands now, no, obiani conjecture bia obey your questions over no, that person is right. Because me name the reason why Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority and one of our manage ports and even though we have terminals or honum. Into Port and Harbours Authority in Yimde, say Equa the Atlas Terminal. The Macago de me and our baby do a day. Because shipping lines, come in Obiaran for one space pay. Obia would ne routes are offered was in the multiple chrome hade. In Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, they have the access or the documentations of every shipping liner over chrome hade. So they should have those information. In America, there, what prevented us from even from the onset, I containers are young. Now you does no do porter. There is every legal documentation, sir. Or very clear as if you port honum. Or be zero to Konako baby no. Then an authorization of your Port and Harbours Authority. And to say the ones about do port honum. Now say the first point of call no. Or your new put as a was no.
Yes.
But I'm going to be saying for corner she. I can one more corner quahade. I can more one no. But did you also bother to ask yourself for there? Now the other terminals, now if you are honor, these are the questions we need to find out from the minister. And tell me, say no, it's only the minister and I carry to bottom about catcher and there. Reason A, B, C into no amount ma. Young who those containers no are currently no. Yakwa find with bia when you now go no. And see, Obiano question baby say biano. The person is right for the meantime, but we need him to come to the floor of parliament, come and explain to us why and how initially why that counting no went to know when who containers in but afterwards no one akasokwa counting bio no wait my channel. This is the number of containers are not over the other various terminals in to come. Your point is spot on. And it is on the minister about to my answer. About 2 minutes was Jumazi.
Alaji beda say. This are the inse me je wo name wa. Anu pe anyim ruku gidigidi na me yem say na say bo kra.
Na black when you mean for day.
Okay. All right, ebusia ma me more akwanya no yendin komo in about 10 minutes. Yes. Yendin komo in about 10 minutes. Na also for Wajin Chef Abra 0244408046 0244408354. Yenzin komo in about 10 minutes. Once Wajin Children 0244408046 0244408354. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kwame.
Yeah, Dawood, me too.
Okay, I'm Kwame Amandasi. I'm there making containers and I'm cutting my venture there. Ebiana transition team, you know. Why handing over? In a way, you're margin there. Where you kululu nanche. Abandon now, our current, administration, 1 year word. In a way, there, one year then, one should she maza. Until we bunku to know what a father with the song.
Okay.
Because the way I don't know all about Babano, matter. I want to wear the connection. I was that no dodgy within one ankata.
All right.
It's all that energy minister no why the papa because bia or you loser and BB canana bima the muko for kafa were turning with the song magana. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, boy, energy minister na about why the papa name. One man should show papa uncle do.
That would be that master with that say. Good afternoon.
Yes, one.
Efo.
What about you?
Christ na do mo na won so apo me.
Christ in see me addition. My brother. And this amanyo ko Opero ogu MPP nenyi masito o man koko Ghana for the MPP for we we for 1 year. The o man problem nenyi nala we MPP but yenina yehu de o minor problem and end this amanyo say your country be a serious country nka energy minister head will resign because obi waka cho there them transit system wo them document o da mo report na ko hwehwe them as no dey no ekwe no I said them as no wo ho echi na ese na baka che there wo them as no onyi ho na wie akati won kofo wa super afenyu marking that fenyu marking no energy board nti one we wi adem nyama no ebi no se gomwa wa ka chi efre ebi wo na mogomwa na nyama bebre na ande na dem as no onwe oda wo port ho na wi wo beta na baka san fofo aken na minority no obi se dem question na
right.
I mean you the bush so be se question no on tuma ya no o ya the error resign and that's it.
Master with that say. Good afternoon. I'm a benyodo.
Brother.
Me too.
Brother, who phone me?
Christ na do mo na won so e.
Washa, ma ko man kisma ba nso. Me te hwana. Brother.
Okay.
Mpoche wo. Me bi sa samoko. Brother Osman so ya me nhire. Eyi obanedan ena hene brother do big Mahama. Or resign. Only one question. 2. After your markings, okuhunu daman samna orokodo no. Then into when brief Ghanaians before then I saw now will be hand over. What hammer a father the transition team.
Okay.
Me who margin me catch them a day. After your markings, only the baby rokoto. Into no to me than onka because of oil and the government in tea. Share Dama Indian in your catching will contain a seminar. Who be some knocking? Most also the former president. No.
Aba. Hey, one woman, why? All right. I think they're able to join on the second part of the show. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, boss.
Yeah. It's a me obey. In a TV. Over the obo discussion. And I like him. And what they will see Kasano on your bias. He speak as a Ghanaian. Abu or Kasarot. The problem in this war in or Kasa too much. And a Juma, Mama brother, Oroba, finance minister. Some time ago, President Akufo-Addo can't send you also second PDD. Ya answer nase. Imwa. Asamo ken yan Akufo-Addo, yeah, I am my senior brother because not 70 also we can meet the natural my senior brother.
Okay.
But asamo ken yan tasinti a man for superior. And the finance minister on Kasa, but all Bujma. A Baumia Bay, Sikasemi, Nedeni Achin, and trouble other bay. My finance minister on your Zim no money.
All right.
Not a busu on Canaan too.
Okay.
Bibi near Shadru and some about out. Tell them that Casa, you for silver. Since the next time over Caribbean, I ain't even serious. And once it's a wire chef, won't push in copy before.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Hey, babe, Papa. And come you away through this year. Minto.
but you mean,
Minto.
but you're better to
I tune for Yanko.
Aha. But you, oh, yeah, and Katana was a man, energy minister. But you know what Tron was a man. But you go to my boy, man.
Okay, my share the report in Monday, my more the details of the report.
And so on year 2000 year week of Kungunia. And I said, can a never baby. If that's 1,350, next week, 2,000 plus. And I said, no one was in Katan, this and son, book at every crow baby. Into energy minister on your word, no man, often, but they will not counting. Madam say, I mean,
Maso, may I say, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chief.
Yes, boss.
I want to the name.
Importo me who you pa na waswe.
I mean, I don't know. But about this ECG issue now. Before this incident happened, they don't want the continents of a receipt on social media. Maybe I am paying phone call. I don't know. So I contain I mean Yamani Diana. But some of the container is out of the harbor. But how to get the owners, those who make sure that thing go out. My problem, they should get those people and arrest them. And as we say, the energy minister no draw a letter come Attorney General about this issue now. In fact, I feel Martin was a head of department. It was the head. They should call him in asking how when the container. In fact, even the report, if you like it, I will try to get to the document. They asked the ECG people in 2024, they are going to buy some items for ECG. I think it's 800 or something. But the money went more than that.
Yeah.
You have to call Abdul Martins and ask him questions.
All right.
See, there's a lot going on in ECG. But Ghanaians, you want to do the politics. If you are doing all this now, this case will go zero. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome, boss. Last caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, boss.
Minia Alterawa Pome.
Yami Adumo Pocha also a poem.
You Yamina Dumi.
All right.
The one I say, I do want to change to see Papa. What I bring. Now, we better not call no. Mubana about the fire. Now, Kakama Panamaka. Oh, the Metania. The Bona Why Luxa. No movement, Chimney. When you are the Okabata, politicians pay no Husbana, some ceremony Subaru. I come out of the Panamaka day. The more container issues you obey. Your Pesha, you know the big Mahama, or resigning and Taffy. Yes, sir, you won't day. Job for the boys and no why too much for hope. Shade, or be rather Transama, not about the ECG. they use it before so on kakre. No, today, you were a Jumia without me being there wants to go offended. The man who called him a big Mahamo or the resigning. You should be off your market. Oma energy minister started about one and cannot get
yes, of course. Yeah, our parliament.
Aber didn't know about one I should miss because when you let the road to all or you from a man. And as many politicians are a serial qualify from what is the younger man who can crack. Say, Bibi Unkoya, as many your money, and you know, me win there. Send there. No to go away, Bibi on ye. And I mean, in this in a make this China. So,
all right.
Also become one coffee. But the man I hear it.
Okay.
It's a mess like the one bay. Oh, yeah, if you show propose that way you send no more containers, I wasn't the minister. No, and the minister come, no, tell you, dream me and then,
but I say, Papa, but I say, baby, it was coming to me far call Bill on the first part of the show. Later on, Messan me we are humana to my mobile na a tumna boom. But you're faster than be. And farmer or Max Buy is member Nyanenti. There was the biggest weekend reduction sales was the ABBA. And there were a lot of products from AC to smart TV to fridges. Ninano or Yaza what it's so bono do cry. Orinti and they come Max Buy one showroom across the country, and I visit www.maxbuy.com.gh, maxbuy.com.gh, and I phrase 0544 019552 and 024 0594 091122. Now, any Max Buy for in the income. Now, the reduction sales are abe unsu nyebi. Lonat, what's the test there? Malaria before you take Lonat. Didier bobo enyama me pay bia na atwetwe papa na say me mo dodum kekre onabo so kona wo yire mbo nka aka mo kwatim ewa ewi akokoro bonsuwin enti me so be dama futuri ka ho wo bo nka aka mo kwatim na ebu bonsuwin bia edidi amekama attest you de malaria no na akaji Lonat case close. That killing no. And Lonat or scatter malaria. All leading pharmaceutical shop across the country. Ebenyebi na ato FDA will approve oye Lonat into chade oye edru papa. Damaso and a game pack cool shop. Just pick one number. Cha wababo wamo. You may choose a number be na be ambo no chade waye. Say normally I pick in sawana. What's your na draw number na one. And a waba edim kaida nyimpa 7,000 and away the 800,000 Ghana cedis in the last weekend here over the weekend about Besinukwe. And to also for fashion maybe na wanna win on the biggest winning platform game park no once kodo na wasu kutra obet ni bi elho or star 946 star 946 na pick one cool shop. And then on the second part of the show, Orisa Inasen Emma Eze Abro El Chairman Apia Atanase Damaso and Oye Ora Stanley Tete Kwe Pobi Nunso Watanase Ebezi Incomo Ewa. Eh Pobi, Akaba Bibi Aboko.
Boko. But offer Pobi na ya no mu titi na omunim.
Entimenka titi.
Yeah.
Eje titi. Bien finamboko.
Oh, boko za wona.
I would on your boko.
And boko zen this year mamu no. Na to aso.
Okay. But that's it. Chairman.
Uncle Amna.
Metasi, Chairman Metasi.
Sir, what brother don't say. Or boko de
NDC member, yes.
For short.
Okay.
For short. Aban papa.
All right.
Exactly that.
Chairman be a finamboko bia.
Yamiadum.
Ya de me ase.
But I am dead aban papa wa be. And zaman ko for e wan dwin the way we akaje she won fi na zen. From abi abo was roko. And say am the containers why you nyina fie o. Na nche na enyim the container nche onyinan. Na nche be ma was the container go de. Nche oda ni nyina ago. Na ebi fimi wie na yakade be fimi ye huma osi. Ibi asana benechi.
Oh, Baba, Chairman, I mean, the port system
Yes.
You can't clear goods from the port now and suddenly and far and returning back to the port. Is it possible?
Wamina. I'm control. Nananum po. Nimpa no ye. Even constitution I mean our boy and Hubeni. Nimpa no Troy. Wamina. Na China for now, you with their containers,
yes. I want to see another question that we need to ask. Yes. Yeah.
In the case in Ankasa also, away with politics.
Yes.
And let's ensure that or there you bring into
I believe maybe a question there.
Yeah.
Anna, even our contractee or your clearing agent are who to clear some of the containers.
Yeah.
Anna ibinu mwazi bana ibi for ho.
Maybe
about Chinese phono and Indian phono legitimately or 12 free ECG for ho.
Exactly the point.
Or bandana the me a unibi or your ECG consignment. Okaka one inside at the smelting company. ECG for what call the one then you want for your before for farmer one. I mean, exactly. These are the questions that we need to probe.
Set a committee.
Yeah,
no probe this matter.
So it is good that some people have been called to take their on that. All right.
And see, the reason why I'm a pen the work in there, minority bash the energy minister. Saying energy minister when poor. Chadamo containers.
I understand your language.
No, I'm not insulting.
No, I know. I understand your language.
So one kikema. Man use them. So one kikema.
Yes.
Wama Ghana fan today. Damo no kodo we ECG.
Okay.
Ewa.
Okay.
In Cheye one Ghana free mu there. Damo roti na wakodo. Mama find example first Damasemi. Mbocho I'm begging you. Mama for Damasemi. And find yam for two. Recently, went to many issues, buddy. National security for Kowe. What to the Abana Castle go to many fee. But meanwhile, to want to me say, why any CEO, why any director, why any minister. It's why the Abana Tatan. You be Sunday there. Why the Abana Castle go fee?
Okay. It's already or CIA in the Yoko phone is or baby sir. All right. Ebusia enti empayimfuni enyo bezi in komo ewa but we are still trying to get the minister and the PRO for the ministry for energy. Now is in komo on we need clearer or clarification on some of these issues. Inti ba mucha mombra sisia eba probably
no, or they are too public domain and they will think say no crap. Or say you can say you got two the government cars.
That won't to me no.
If he
that only time make oma yoko another CID.
It is never true. Yang got two car biya. Won't to me fee. If he can prove beyond reasonable doubt, you just can't sit down and say and concoct story and say in publicly NTA.
All right.
You are a teacher. Please.
Okay. But that's it. All right, Ebusia, but you try no umbra till sisia yaba. You busy in more.
MaxBuy has great news for all. MaxBuy, there's some dead abo. You can now buy your favorite mobile phones, air conditioners, TVs, fridges, chest freezers, and washing machines and pay later. Ani sisi adie wo betimi abeto wo nyamani nyina e wo MaxBuy. Na etire no wetua. Ni wiya na wo Ghana card and 30% down payment. Ye the shopping got the next level. Where the wiya sika bebre ansa na wa shop e wo MaxBuy. It's buy now and pay later for all. For further enquiries, call us on 054-401-9552. Terms and conditions apply. MaxBuy, happy life.
Auntie T, abeg, fix me go betete Ghana. No garri, no oil, no plantain, just beans then eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no?
Problem no day. I feel handle am.
For Telecel, we the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, you fit get your own data and call packages. Fala! Made For Me bundles like the way you the want town. That *530# then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Say Lonat, 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 Lonat. Hey, Lonat, 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 Lonat. Lonat, Lonat. Yen Concotton, Lonat, Lonat, Lonat. Malaria Sugar, Lonat. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till Lonat now. Oh, malaria chill. Oh, popo. What really do? I want the Num Lonat. A dabaco. Num Lonat. A damien no. Num Lonat. A damien sa. Num Lonat. No. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat it scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumojam ansana wanum Lona. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo ho a ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
All right, Ebusia, Yansan mo akwa bebi wa high Kastle 90.3 FM. Mema no hodo Jumezi na Eriabriwa Sugodo. Remember, you stream live on Facebook and then also on YouTube. Inte botuma join in. Like the page, share, now leave your comment. Damaso and 0244743143 0244743143. Ya did you messages and text message and then WhatsApp message for Fabra na is in common. Yeah, dive straight into the conversation. Yes, shall see free this container issue. Now the minority is calling on the minister to appear on Beshia now on brief or the parliament on the recent development of the missing container and the Yekohu even excess of Zawar Porty the YU. All right, hey Bobby, maybe more 10 minutes. Your group in parliament, the minority, any that were press conference after the report be able to go that Sisiano we have uncovered a number, substantive number of containers, the various terminals, ports. Now, what's the minister be brief or your parliament on the recent development?
No problem. Now, me say we first be free SHS, but no problem.
No, I don't know. Into young called we are able room free SHS. Don't worry.
No problem. But ubisa ohun say minister containers ECG DNA ewo omontem. Ya wa na minister by no say the 1,300 containers. Aira. The woman will say 700. The national security accord discover 700 will be Chinese for a war no more than in a copper a whole lot. On one back on we John Ginapono. Or so na the sa the Yaseti committee na information reaching him say a MPP4. And you ask yourself, say, MPP4 no, omo government ana, omo MPP ni na chief executive, ECG, MPP ni na energy minister. The answer is no. Na, and ne, yes, sa containers, sa missing containers no. Ayden, you missing containers no. Containers before now containers no, yes, ayira no. We coffee bento. Or say is either say omo anye due diligence and na say we ye can say documents na ye retire omo no omo anhwem ye an check say we sia but identity na bibi say container ba ko 40 feet e be see ha a huge bow yes 1,300 containers 100 grand to be compound nyina and we know how huge this compound is so what do you say. Now it's 1,003 and either sometimes this same energy minister or say ministerial appointment man also within we 72 hours ye nya fuel and fan power thermal plants ni nti ye be we are going back to doom so you see he doesn't know what he's doing is it that he doesn't know what he's doing nti say onim so anya on to me nya ade te say obi te say napo money ade a no more foresight and understanding to do the work now he should back off because what and the contradictions I'm not contradicting containers here and a way here and a way say that is onim dia oye
but that
is what we are
maybe I say Ebeka before I yebedru in Pempedo yebedru there was a transition team and a report was delivered to him and based on a report an authority committee to probe one report or no the committee another the previous administration one hand over to him, you know, is that the same situation at the port? And what kind of various variances in the number of containers at the port? And on your demonoti.
No, there was a smooth transition.
Yeah, I know there was a smooth transition.
There was a smooth
and a report was delivered to him.
And I want you to add that one, smooth transition.
Oh, but in Sonny Dobianca, there wasn't any smooth transition.
Now discrepancies be any baby. Fine. Oh, person, we due diligence. If you also say, oh, you still have to set a committee. Me and check say, oh, what was given to you, you know, exact the air canal on the grounds are fine. Into call, you know, maybe so. These are the questions we should be. The entity I see, Supina so Umbra Parliament. What did the American say? Umbra Parliament, Umbe Chechim. No one say we you can say either say you the way the man you the documents now you the man that is the reality on the ground. What did the American say? But I don't know documents now you the man no instead so be due diligence no or bibia or every na dream. Well, I don't there are documents out there. So I just say documents were and I was sorry me show NDC for AIM say still they are still on the campaign platforms so and what AIM say campaign platforms so madam for a chairman pia so original campaign platforms so me person me catch you the way on authority say only campaign platform you guys you are in government and you should sit up and do things right. So ECG the minister a report of 2,462 containers. Yeah, okay. Now what call oil ports? What can the containers are ECG or the menu? The at the port Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. It was so 1,132. And physically, what counting you know? 1,134 and the variance in the year oil 2 and with this 1,134 add to free 2,462 given by ECJ. This is the number that we are talking about 1,328. So there were a variance of 1,328 on your neighborhood day Anna deficit will be an answer. If I understand what you
per the report at ECG, what the minister, our minister set a committee to probe. I'm talking on the committee's report, the first committee's report. Obey that is the variances are obey in the container. That is why he was talking about a missing container, and because the number ECG demand was 2,462. What are the physical count? When you're 1,134. So there was a variance of 1,328.
And yadi sa no manoma ma wono. As say wo and I wo kwaye we okwohwehwe say like in my earlier submission because say say okwo grounds now okwo check say the yadi amount pay the documents na yadi amount and one in the grounds now. Why and how no buy no say the containers here.
But one quanka ye who the figures you are they went to port and then they find out these figures.
And says currently the containers no so no went and before fee and so who have your markings fee or no TT fee. questions are here bisana. Omu wo titi fie. Ana omu wo afenyo markings fie. Yen jai politics no. Na we light ni yema light ni so. Last me obenya FM wa na tum light no call. So, hwe obi a any lazy way worker be obeka just any tools ni nye. Any lazy worker be John Jinapo so hwe na adwuma na otumi nya won trase. On trase na yem pe competent we energy minister na on tumi nya we because we are serious. Because we na and this year among you say because of you need stable power energy nti you need stable power nti you ntumi anya 24-hour economy. So 24-hour economy na eno nkukwa nketenkete na chairman pia mo de campaign no we will force them, we will push them to do it. And because of more place commissions be no mon kase because power ntumi anyina so and MP before anya de and omuja less than 3 days. Say nyina oboa onim de oye. If he's not competent, they push him away. They say, and this, and yet the people are going to Jama Pia the energy minister. Because I know his pedigree, meaning what he's capable of doing.
Titi Medase, Chairman. And the question I keep on asking, Biaye Bodri, that these poor terminals, why were they also quiet on the issue? If or a document to the fact that the minimum see one terminals, why were they also quiet? Why brought this whole issue of Bay?
Why were which people quiet?
The various terminals are now discover this huge number of containers.
One no, are you talking about the ECG people?
No, I'm talking about the terminal holders.
Holders. Oh, yes. Okay, fine. Kwam na memfa inchia sonko ma wetefu. Na minchia obi na memfa inchia suma me nwana me sonko. Na memfa inchia suma me yo sonko. Kwam na edwuma robon say ya beta na yanka. Na me de ye pese nkunyafo. Me yo ko round. No I am there onye am chair MC Emma also pedo engage stakeholders on pedo by na nkotin am a chinebi se bibi nya we hu na ye nyina na ye se we friend then success na ba ye nyina ya bom na ya party kakraka na mpa egwa na ye ka de ye zi ye hori si wona ya magwa do no ye tumi page gwa nti MC we chose nko numbers in church from Kosuma, me party executives in painful. One I win your appointment, Yamiasi, one is a win your binu, one ya butter, and your baba, because a pedal ya reset gun and ye will be quan, no be out to me, you money be no ye, you for when ya butter. Mamma was a papa one. We Emma, coordinate Ejuma run, and I didn't know hawk one when ya butter. It doesn't matter. I will come there. Kwamina, some rokoma samadwa. Ebi say ya, Pocho. Kwamina say rokoma samadwa. My brother, I know say Jinapoy then Jinapoy incompetent. Dan in Apo. Abai. Yes, someone. Ya padam jandam apostle some no. So ya cruise on one day is in me who be as an abafa. Kwamina, so Nima Jinapo. Why energy minister da? Energy minister ya kodum so mo to mama ya ba. Ewa ya ba lighting. Ya to me use light my light jinai. Kwamina, me be some brother there. Na some no reckon. Onyimize o see. Onyimize oroko. Me be some there. Containers na wo issue why ya transition no. What kind of containers are in our port? It was 3,000. And I'm a boy. Exactly the case. In a minister or Zoom post. In a choir. Or container. 1,003. It is a container was a mamma ya 3,000 make 1,003. In a canoe. Or be supported for now. When two man answer Pepe Bia. Before then, soon one manager. If you can tell me the name, I think Mama something.
Dubik Mama.
Or resigning. You'll be said there, Abazin Sra, and or resigning. Because of one them dubious and corruption or one or can won't say anything or see me from one Jimmy be him. Jina Pawan one son or Wara or say Ghana from what to Abaman. It is a 7 be or does about to Ghana from a Ghana, what about to Ghana for an name. Na Ghana for who's our local. I'm a chinebi or being kakan chani there. Na the man sending in our record. I want my Ghana Fantana. It just set up a committee. Committee ni ya one shishomi ni na wie no. No kohu there. Containers mwenya ya 2,637. Kwamina na nche mo won chodo do 3,000. Oya ma yem shishi no de Ghana fusu ye bisa questions. There. Containers and one worker or 3,000 yakwe na or 1,003 na waka ho. It's containers no gwin na manan was abe. That's my question. Container na why you no gwin? Ye nyansu nyanense. The China fubi did the same container worker fi abrochi bag called PBR obubon. That demo container na China for no or one mo twetwe cable so or kadamo containers no. Nti China fun osi den wenya container abugina po no yi container na come on me brother ka sembi don ye MPP fun odo no nyim da aban se fi wa aban no baba no enzema bi onko ye bi otum fro bi sawa nti onje ka American. That is the reason why I want to impond there wait to wa fa na mo yi ni sembiano nti so nyim amembo a mamon shada ya propaganda yan from my mama year off. Not say you queen any my Jinapo, Mamma no queen say. In you leaders out there to me use one because one why when I've been there were a babua Ghana. Sir, Kwamina, Jinapo, mammy now we use or quaya. In Chachnebi Manu de Sumuna so the Boka Quatum Quasiamba. Beyond the only this year, sorry, only doesn't be no man. One some fata, they about to Abamon. Nanche Ganani. You go me ton tomatoes. You go me ton moko. What you did tax? Ya pede, ya expand. Yan electricity, zuko villages na de. And see, damn high tension, ya kafe biaba, ofanko villages. Pamela Kobrani. Or ye containers in not ton. So ton magan and impon of the baby no one boy in a pancho I am yo. As if my China name was a conukrum. That can be papa a bonaman. And son you gugane de me. And son you bomani de me. Najina Parkaka, ne Vienna minority. Jezimpo, na Panabado. Their containers all quite 1,003 no. Where to my quash. Was set to committee where we can account and a crime jizzy. Crime jizzy. That containers here. She was a record. Was that sound with it? I'm telling you. Was that bad? Because one with an honorary soon. Because one woman went to me come here, the be the man painful or what the same thing. And the cabinet. So was there the Ivory Coast our family? None my heads in.
And to what the crowd was what the other port. But Chairman, yes, in a national exactly. You about to say yakade ebia due diligence be ankodo and yanya further checks or investigations
during
information
NDC time or MPP time.
Wait, container you issue
exactly it's important for no do can because in apostle report waramiwa. It's one work it a document, work it up papers, BBR, or there. Containers, Ogwa. Are you getting it? It's what kind of containers and work can. What's 1,003? No war. Did I possible out? Into set port phone when you there. On your corner, Jana Poraka, to do to catch an minister. As America, on your corner, can see us containers you go. But I would not come master me a month, 2 months to be able to. And then go for you should be more book for containers. Yaba, Kwamine. Eh? On your semi on the better radio, the account. Young leaders were Ghana Faber. O Sunday. So a bono call. Emma, now ban for bar. No, but I ban for no better than Emma. then you go as name we am con mam Ghana mafo ana Ghana man o Sunday wo pe ma Ghana for asan so why then what one it's a kwani bia oba for da aba no ba kire no aba no ba kire but they have forgotten them am why president da so you look possible na them baby we sharp titi in one na wa adwene ma do ma won so wa ba beni bi da ti wonyi baby adefo bia e ba fa o he e japa mo so ye oh baby ma cocaine she baby ma Bank of Ghana one box is she na sketch counterfeit she they have been in government before in tim na chodo won mu there no chale ndi sifi wa ba beni mi da nti wonyi lupo sin da baby ma o nti oye dem ponche what try kwamna iye no no ho hwe nsam na wo paper de dem ye be yi no konkre hu e hu basa e bomu de MPP fo wa Ghana bro hwe eko passport immigration a hwe kwamna wotum was obi ko baby o ye dwuma on ye computer expert na was na katire dwuma no regi over billions of cedis what the dollars on your skill bia why your computer mu bibia recently okujato abaka madam passport dey in azinya wachi twani nyina rem kwamina en sama record on no susun
all right
MPP for aboy na boy intima mo bia ngina ho no mbakara gina po is not doing due diligence on yabaze minister na koto one man paper nkate dey japaza yezija wonyi zaya yenyi nti mo de minister no so yen dey ampa mamunko wona munko hwe dey munko fi asam ya woreken oye no kor ana oye no kor amachina bi wo boso ni mu dey ye 1000 na kwa no 50 no go nti 50 na wona atan are you getting it insana ori ya de madwuma ni nyina no zabo yen magana fu nyina hu sibia ye wom
all right
because yen ya amche anymore. Yes, see, we are resetting.
Chama, where I say, all right, my son about the bill. Nana boam na mumbo sa. Antimansa. Akwaba.
Let's see some be you me fuma. Hey. What friend then?
Antimansa bibi aboko.
Nyame adu what friend then?
I'm in a new control so de
Titi.
Mangasa no.
Le Titi bia wardrobe by me me fuma.
Azima bibi aboko.
Nyame adum o wa so.
Nyame adum. All right. Yenzin komo.
Kwame na mechia on dey abere. Na mechia etefa wote 90.3. We abere mechia my brother Kastle. Why azibi am? Me am research ni we na me si mu phone no. Oya na o the problems bra man kakaka. Nti me kwa ma oprinting me nzama mam. Ti mechia pa na mechia obi biara no dopede obete political show e wo Kastle FM because previous years you know in a newspaper na yeti nka o Ghana ne ho nsamansama but radio ne ben no otumi na waboa only thing was radio is there to give information, education and entertainment. Na ma fa wakonye no mechia we see you kwame na light in summer oh mechio titi it's your brother titi no yes. my brother so appear hey mechio mayo George Sata
yes.
Chief
that's the name chief
Michian hey akwema yakundodo what friend then kwame na yeah, ba light is my brother titi kasa kada dum so cheap politics na di dum so ye politics so as I say ibiara obon ye ya man ye for ye ya man ye sam yezi a dum so yezi ye aman ye sam or ye cheap politics because dum so starting the dum so starting people na brodo dum so or started the dado, but no union kitten. So do mu so started the dado and Chayam Papa Kufo, your former president. Or mon quaco so more bompe.
All right.
As I say, to do mu so no, or ye yara and my yafuna in Zamabi or when you day yezi a politics, nezium, a bit to the fuel. enwa ebi ti there exchange rate na ezi politics dum so oye cheap politics because you ko yin anima no dey make sure the baby you do can oto di biem a minister bi a wa appointing wa mbese begumi bia what our for member of parliament fun and san later no jema ba fa from one woni when a member of parliament a member of parliament na one more poster before a member of parliament what to aboma esua ezima amagana also I will serve a mother Ghana and in your post now chede kitanze maybe a reserve constituency we and son and serve manara one more ministerial post nti napo jinapo or serve in the constituency no serve amagana aba sam no bobo na aba ana asam ozaba inde yen kanzia amozon baby unduru ho nti omampanyin oyen papa na nado no ne MPP aban woye wona adwende woboboa dem ko fanya watu abo na wakra dam zamana yene wona wonyimizi wo light hu na oye ECG funu wobotu waye den we use nyamin chazi yakoto aba o send the power is sweet na wakan oya ye free there yeto aba na ye yu mebe inye tu mebe power is streeting nti yeto we no na banse side waba na containers na oba port no say yet hu number obe to why the changing of government be na containers shortage of containers baba yen energy minister akro port wo dock check okwe no port from woman figure na no so the boto abo anu ozo boto later wasi bia ayo te wona why you no oye dan na oye we ye mema ye wiem freedom my brother ka afanya markings na say honorable na say mo meboa okatina wo sister station na orkasa about this in zamaya why we you know rokada den no ye chairman wo board bido ana
no ECD board
chairman
yes
no can you me tell wo sister station yende no onu so ya where that container no figure na worker no onza krisam is true but a corner figure in zamana you were port one and one problem but me here be saying the handing over ibiara ye politics or contest or constituency me biara we are not serve we are not ulusa another one kobiema the next one the current one we handing over to that handing over na Ghana no ye juma
Ijuma pa handing over
so oye juma oye question na maybe say oh so oye juma na nke yendru bebe yedru o etasa o say no honorable Afenyo Markins o may tax there that containers no is true that 3,000 we budu pots so why the changing of government be no 1,300 ye bakada why you into the meda minister no ba out no ba kade port won as no be so 3,000 no che ono oni me kona 1,300 in wise into the hold that current minister responsible.
Could it be that during the transition process there was an evacuation of number of these containers to other terminals and one fanka home
one am rubber one into urban daman minister so pe there opru Ghana for wrong goes right to oyenze mebien wrong che there as in was atodo enwa enfe nte pe there che there as in niwo na bia so ne right no setting the committee ana the other way research wo da menzamano obotuma bene that figure na ye wo boy no na that container no ye do why that we bodri ni it's them blame me tell me kede what with lights no e cheap politics say the lights yes ye it's them blame me ye botu ye da MPP ye botu ye da NDC at the end of the day no results are Ghana for sure them 3,000 containers no say hey to we ye done and was 1,003 aba we have a research na another 1,003 na why you ni bi afim na why then we pay to the make some ye ke port for wom na den no energy minister no sunu wom na current one is sunu wom na what na ho because ye bia no kotoku miska o come na what's Ghana beyond the aid and what's Ghana yan saze it's as a senator Ghana 1 minute yakwan what's Ghana yan bobusa nso yer bobusa ana ti yer bobusa na yeze to Ghana jepazi ati memenya utua tax ne sika yeze botua na ye kase sisiare azunu bebe budu report na se bi bayiwa yemfa ye politics kono de ye fadende se current minister onim hu bia odom ye nsaka atasa port for si bia ba clear wo ho e bia obaba ba clear ne nyam port bia o show restricts or the document na ozeba ana say if the party member be ebotu ma ben hwe nim na nkofo bebre wuzi bon wo de shaman ye fa because there nimpa no reason born no your politics so but okwa wunyenye me bi politician beko ekibeli oni nti na bi di bona waze she amayefo no se ibijan no what them reporting oye duma ECG no ka clear na nya yibu hu entum ko port wa brenze mesu an kase son free ni fifi port wamba no che port fo ni ma adwuma ye but so far as e ka clear wenyama no odi kita wo document ana na ezeka fa wonzama say a problem ye wo me say a Ghana free be said there the 1,003 no what set committee no ma we fi asaba no ono no shahin ono no shahin e wona Ghana free be sa so shahina oye dan e no ka sha ho as in was 3,000 and current minister so what's the 3,000 what kind of woman figure no so 1 year there or a check on any problem Ghana or 3,000 who bear 3 and ojitum till later you was start to work count no when the white shortage of 1,300 it is a container no on mixing okay the baby in the way who pot for way who am here now what about why them we good research no because say MPP near oye old minister and a nizini wom omo clear here or the Ghana he hold the responsible say ECG ni and omo clear or they hold the responsible because China never to monji document wa clear nyama fi Ghana ports in zaman belongs to the coffin say NDC ni no omo clear e bia odo holding all right come let us okay but say ye can say that committee why ye juma say current minister one set committee na academy new one say we pay ebu ha kaya jin bo nti be ye juma they abana ba nti na me din kam fa afanya markings na sam o say minister say why you read the on set committee
na obobo anu ma
na obobo na wa hwehwem na that in some na work na nkasa enwa onim no otido 3,000 but nankasa wan fe na nwa yeden wan fe hu
antima sabe that say all right ebusia mo messages in bra titi could it be possible there during the transition period now ECG container is the wakraba and your man wakraba but there was an evacuation to other terminals one kade ebia eyiwaha but wama a figure out just a figure out
and me catch us well my sister Mansa or try say already or cure mischief now my brother appear do or crazy politics and or sometimes don't say because politicians be near the air politics so what they are saying abia ya babachi won to me obo say na ya yen politics say biampo say won to me why ye bibi mpo na ye the politics I dey afraid ni said the current financial minister na ye de ne court na esanka ye we na ndisi for say when ye nko parliament na ɔmo de ayɛ den afɛ mu no nti ebi wɔ ha na port no koraa ebi wɔ na ɛnyɛ politician na ɛkɔyɛ saa adeɛ no ebi wɔ na ɛnyɛ politician na ɛkɔyɛ saa adeɛ but because onim sɛ ebi a politician yɛde hyɛ politician a anaasɛ yɛkyi na politician ba yɛ den ɛba be baili no nti na ayɛ den na yesu nti yenye the mechanic say yenye due diligence. The day is still young. Let's see what the pregnant virgin will bring forth. What do you say?
But I say. Yeah, because some milk watch. Chairman. Now going forward, you know. Now since I am there, okay, I didn't on your way. Name no the various terminals. Woma you baby it be smelting companies say be called or may you the number the figure or kahon on kahon and going forward we need to know.
I think there or they applaud the energy minister Abu Jinapo. Our friend what do you call it John Jinapo. Now Kwamina ya me amazing yo Kwamina some peda meka in there some bona about the we are on antimansa keno say Abu one set committee Enche yentum ama na madwene simpo abodamdo ara na owo na okekanse mbia me painting na dzina abadama no na da abadama yo akamanyo ya pocho
chairman.
The issue is that them America do dey bona about no Kwamina say one set up this committee enche yentum hu dey sand containing not she baby but Kwamina have issue because committee ni ba out there. What year? Them thorough probing no.
Yes.
Wobongu containers 2,636. Na mo wo port sisi ya wakano. Oye 2,583. Enti kwa me say that 54 no. Ono na wo China for ya. Na China for electricity for was high tension. That is my question. Enti order abu on this same committee further delve into the matter to also find out the portfolio why you dreamy be and I was shechiri be and our politician be shechiri be on my young because one may young there ampa oreba wabari set Ghana in tomorrow could ya bonabado mom say my minority for baka we were there. Why am I Trinzaman because port of to me way. Port was a container see a dream. Into one wire the Yanka. Come on, Mr. Copper, Sisian on Namupudo. The one with the number Yabasemi. Maybe I was a bitch. Come in.
No, what my report no on bedri.
Come in. In your major padia. Say I can the book can be that.
Yeah, I've read that document.
The way Sanche MPP for what Penaway Ghana. It's about the baby was one for she say. In Sana, obey there. So be no basama, not the how with you mama suspending. So that when 2 man year skirmishes in ya. Now, summon I can on Cassie Sunano. Jana was sister. I suspend the year why I say me. Kwamine. Mercy. Containers ye bezi chira. Ya with the bottom of the matter. Down pa. Se politician be shechi. And now the port for be zechi. And also whoever. Kwamina will get to know. But Mobo Jinapona Bado. John Mobana Bado. And why you so my light jinado? Abana papa wa me discipline. Abagana. Yen use sika basabasa. Mo se Zamaronkwa. Kwamine, use sikala. Use sikala.
I mean use sikala.
We anku bi wakala. Bisende in kanuna na gallons auto 16 and I feel in the car in the auto 7. Sorry, kanuna na auto 7 in the auto 16. Still onye skani bi mo ko go denu kotokum Kwamine akọ marketa Kwamine akọ marketa
market de marko na
abe Kwamine nza mo atete odo ma de be ndimu Kwamine ejima Kwamine ejima
che I mean
abe ento 156 peacock
Kwame ne.
Wabe 80.
Wabe 80. What show no? But to be am ododo. And about very well friend Antimansa. Say mon kweti na ebeji za mon kwa abokwa kobo se bank ba to be am. Antimansa research gano. Antimansa enya bro. Should go to all the constituencies. The way the MCs and the DCs are working. So when we break parliament, that will ba sanitation bill, ya ba pass, ya passa, a bomb be.
That's it, Chairman. Antimansa.
My brother Kade, politics there, politician. Yet was a offended then. Chairman won't to me now some was a politics.
Mama and coach ma won't to me. Yeah, address it. Couldn't Mama and coach ma won't to me.
Yeah. Any means me. Man can't bueno.
Okay.
BBI was a BB and fortune. At us. Say the man say me in a way, sir. No, they ain't Naragana for you to me. Yeah, careful.
That one is very true.
Power is sweet, oh. The man someone to chairman won't to me. Obutuma to be oni ma froba oni me penyi ibi ni me there yere da sorry nde madam asemi wa to pepe oya bro we freeze na account am mutumu shida no bompo mutumu che school fees oya serious ya ba kasro but ye mu binu mu no oya yanhia o cause me ya politics me ya man yesam so chede se nyame ya madom na menye baby wo aman yesam migina menka baby mi fi na menka da monso mo ho monso me man no
what ba power of the Ghana nyina ye won is
oh ye won is nti wo fa na wo bobọ na wo di se wo kotokum
wakasa anyhow or act anyhow
wo lokwa we je mu ato achen ho de ye mfa ye Ghana oban electricity nsame ye ho on the missing kamakan or cheap politics na eze Ghana ejapazi binum yezi ya man yesam bit the electricity yenu container say why you were port we or a serious issue
this is a way won ye we another waka wayo and baby say you still
na waso kwam na waso me pocho waso
isn't come
also 3,000 no work no
okay
so what catch you there na container ya zaba ni bia yiwa yinim figure atasa na one salary and 3,000 na 1,003 ayo ni bia fima banka na wa kan onye we ya I know we say
okay
why you but that continue odo wakodo we when ejuma that wa friend mbra onim afrobo onim payino
all right
see be on turn if the true them walk in there China ni bi atobi mo ben no ye no kwara ebe kwamna embra oho denti ni bi wo samana buta park ibi wo seshi ibi wo domrase onye kane ni bi na wadem the man confunding ya 7 December dra was a box case what there one children one agin one for mama Ghana this so what someone agin was a mo one in persuade de kwakatsina do na kase ni children bra no man pay na kwanya baba na obenya tum na wakatsina wan asama yesu nyan da ha yenya kane yendem na sadamenze me bebe budu ports na MPP aban wadwun Ghana fo won ho then anakanya no baby wo reha wadwen nti e bakra da minzeme ne wa bebudu port no budu port wa ka chen dey we changing of government ni bia afa bia no yo gbe
but I say Antimansa ebusia mo messages in bra na menkan inform but there is this release as is Oriba from the office of the Metropolitan Chief Executive Cape Coast. Yeah. I see the implementation of the new approved fares in Cape Coast. The office of the Metropolitan Chief Executive of Cape Coast, Honorable George Justice Arthur, has received complaints that some commercial drivers have blatantly refused to adhere to the new approved fares as announced by the leadership of the road transport unions. The new fares, which took effect on the 24th of May 2025, had transport fares reduced by 15% and cover shares, taxis, intercity trotro, intercity long distance, and haulage. Henceforth, any commercial driver found violating this directive commit an offence and will be dealt with in accordance with the law. The Assembly has deployed officers at a vantage point in the metropolis to ensure full compliance. We kindly request the cooperation of all and encourage the public to report any commercial driver who refuses to charge the new approved fares to the nearest police station for the necessary action to be taken. For further information, also kindly we provide a number to call. And see, from the office of the Honorable Metropolitan Chief Executive, Nina is about the 15% fare reduction. Ahenkafu bi one for yejuma osi, and they were set to committee and I was set oye nkrofu be wojenja various vantage points. Our fambre na yejuma no nse so mu a embrani ni ubedi, and it's a good call because ahenkafu bi no mo yen na wonye ni ndi ni ye. And the Honorable Judge Asisata yada was say we agree for this reminder ezema ahenkafo into passengers. We should also be vigilant. Obi obe charge, I mean, beyond the approved fare in the 15% or na also report now when you drive any easy. All right, so this is from the Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly, from the office of the Chief Executive Officer. And now, or 15% in the Osiro Yujuma. I ain't got for Yujuma. No, what 2 man and Kawaii Juma, and I chairman Mobua. What 2 man Kawaii Juma? So you should Osiro Yujuma. Osiro Yujuma. All right, Yanko Yenenim. May you messages kakram free ho na Yanko Yenenim. Area Bri. Are you from? Okay. All right. Teacher, could you chop bottom and then the rest? Okay. Men can message you be 550244743143. I'll say, please, good afternoon. The constitution must be changed in order to help Ghana. Nowadays, politicians don't have the love to develop the country. Ghana is too late in everything. Poor education, poor health facilities, poor infrastructure and industries. Now, our politicians should tell us where they are taking the country to. We always hear Commander Sugar Factory. What about Amin Sangari Factory? It's me, Father at Elmina, Ednaman School Gate. Father made us say, It was a deliberate strategy to disgrace and sabotage the Minister of Energy. People in positions should be extremely careful about information given to them. But in the best interest of whoever involved should have visibility studies tracked down. Greetings to OK Kobina, Kotokraba Police Station. But I say, well, also there as a Abba. Shamaba, babies with sharp teeth was attacked by angry mother serpent. Angry babies with sharp teeth seek mother serpent for vengeance. Life becomes more meaningful when you realize the simple fact that you will never get the same moment twice. Breaking. Chairman Wuntumi arrives to hospital. His BP reached 7,000. Law is the law, so therefore let's allow the law to deal with the Galamsey campaign, aka NPP have 1,000 ways to win election. Okay. Now you've 2,000. You have 2,000 means to stop crying. Now, who calls Sam? Greetings to George Justice Atta alias Halaji J.A. All right. And Kwesi Mensah Savoy, Esther Watson-Beck. Shamabasi Ochiawan. Please come. Good afternoon. Come. The Sea Defense Project at Amokufwa Brofiodru, an econ which was awarded before 2024 election by Kojo upon increment former MC Honorable and Esbafo Atta. We thank Almighty God. The contractor is back at the site. We thank Almighty God again and again from KKBK Manford. Yes, I know the contractor is back, but the contractor is warning the sabe e wana wako na okajija wana no when jaya enti KKBK tell your people to stop that indecent act today and contractor and say obeja ejuma ne ye from Samson Bawumia pray we see AK no hope in NDC. Samson Bawumia made that say the mayor should also, to me it's no news for MPP to drag energy minister to parliament. A number of containers were missing. It's been found, so what there'd be Uncle Paul Bacano 4 drivers who fly from Cape Coast to Accra are still charging 100 Ghana cedis. What the mayor doing about it, Uncle Paul? Okay, the mayor should print a pamphlet depicting all fares around the city for both passengers and the drivers. Okay, so Nyame Aduma will talk to the mayor or the PRO on this issue. Come now, please give us the news fair if you have. Please tell Auntie Mansa to stop asking Anna. Say what she want to say, please. Okay. But that's it. What's I the bisa Anna? What's it? I kind of straight. So, or your communication, yeah. Teacher, could you cheer bottom and say why won't NPP condemn Wuntumi's arrest and warn against political harassment? The harassment from the state is getting out of hands, like what Manasa Azuri was saying. A NDC government and their concert, government to extend free SHS policy to private school next academic year. Deputy Energy Minister, Education Minister, they think we are still in campaign season or what? Okay. Teacher Kuyo Chobodo made that say. Now, Yancha and Komonodo, now Yanko in Enyim. Any da Oyaza, the Deputy Minister for Education, Dr. Clement Apak, or by addressing the nation, one on the school selection process for the free SHS policy, another one about BC Wako SHS. Another information on the man was government to extend free SHS policy to private schools next academic year. It was part of the NDC's campaign promise that free SHS will be extended to the private schools. Now, the NDC, the government is saying next year, and will extend to we engage the private schools. Chairman. But what you could have implemented because we are having challenges with regards to this double track system. To avoid double track system, you promised. So why the we implementing a yanko? Come fine.
Kwame da si bebre na say chairman won to me was is an ABP another pressure we do 7,000
on the Rubina or the message bell or the card or the bottle
or the hospital.
What's or the hospital? But the lawyers called 37 military hospital and he wasn't there. Until so far you knew the actual hospital or that because issue needs to Yoko on office.
Yeah, Kwame so I know Kora. The best thing I made on Sunday because I gonna hiba. Banana wedding someone to do.
Chama for now you to me and wedding somebody yenje chama won't to me na ko free it.
Ebrono do nyebi
me we
go work on for $45 million yen. We ya for kwani bi do da. Kwame na enkwede na nyina for free SHS. Kwame ne. Ye Democrat enwa. Yam pre yen ho ne yen yanza me bia on for somba. E bit there. One village, one dam. Planting for food and jobs. One district, one factory. Come now, policies in here fine, but don't rush in doing it. Or they to me a casted the one. Or to me a child and all. The Mokoni if for that a benya resort. The Mokoni for that in your resort. Another Mokoni for that be quick as if infinite to Intiado. We need to do all these studies. Are you getting it? Exactly. Sir Kwamina, Sir Mahamampu. So one fund to the manifesto there Obama private schools no why you free SHS in India and jamming pomesi who because odoye come na ye do baby ma this double track system no we need to do away with it come na apazino ye yo them from work school 1 month and work dey 3 months it's a parent not ready no they are paying fees because in from no work fear work extra classes so national classes na okon enyimiska wotua the parents are dying it is wo giant pom ye tue yen school fees nti ya better because na nka no man na wonyi bi no na cocoa board ema
yes
or support one ema what was schedule or support your man probably mate if one fancy pema and a one school fees cocoa board phone was about and some of them free as just your babazi because I'm in school 96 are you getting it kwamina why am I there some man to me private free you want to come what I say na someone so your free as just in Ibia kwamina is a good move which we aim at reducing the pressure on public schools and also phasing out the double track. Kwamina, say ko school we will be ho. Say ko to dormitory bia in Bofram or Dema, we will be ho. Because what people do. Kwamina, a school and capacity nim do 1,000. Now what's 1,400 abro? What's it so me as abro? Sarin jay be you easy. Abaden ebe zina je na find a way of what managing it so that on kaya problem our headmaster are you getting it and again obeyan for so that my private schools funa so o Sunday and I want our school skankotin what to one back private schools and that I say it's a private schools in a way taken on your match it's been a while schools in your facilities in war but in phone call what is work nti abana say motua won kaw so sampara to them aban obi ya oye we friend teachers allowance to the 4 years and san we train with 3 na 4 years abana papa ba us every month bia no won ka juwon ska o bank na kwa me anyi social media won command ti mo ka ji a ewo ma me wa ewrade papa me man choy man cry kwa me na chemo suadze ma be leader papa bi dachi but on your man Chris Musuan minimum one day kwam na samen to man be na ewa but to my bed nzama bia why half amagana I getting it kwam na into free SHS am there say deputy minister Kenya I think is a good decision at asia because obobo kwam na say ko school say beba nyimpade hu e ya bakada sardine wonya baby pom for one trunk and chop box in ponto kwamina bed wonya binda kwamina you good them mobo school sleep in morning kwamina he around
but there are still challenges there
exactly the point no headmaster can call you and tell you that I'm in school say ya monchinen but kwamina hwema mewa papa no me nso no ye mempera mabakeye but kwamna yen take ya mama bayaza magana moru kompagana fo bakacha na ba ma yete umenko amna tey moko dining mininem na me fi na bia mpa oh headmaster nya what do you call it bia investors if we were bro chira wa mambo from odidi fine amna enkanum one moko sorry mobile point one koko one kwamina one koko without bread come in there. One cocoa with beef, one cocoa with pano and groundnut paste. And Carmen is a champ and see a ponoda what the frat. Come in there, let me fin there, or your school could see the moon. Bamuka the schools are coming out. Let them say, no, mamma, cashing in your film. Sakajiske do be so okay. No, in the coming out. Chef, wastage and what system no awesome. They be amakara kwamina. Say ye leaders were your good leaders or that take minds or boss minds or what we feed the gammon. But because they are leaders no why a person come down why you want one personal interest in one family tea. Sika what too good kwamina or you huge. But I want was a great. Said the way we should know the number. Obi wane papa woska obotum wato bed man obi wo so so ampara onya bed na wadado dem kofu wo hwe na was bed ni bi mon but say kafa bed nkokuru be thousands bogu school na go fam na wo ba na was one mattresses na ze ba na so go a kwa na onye wastage a oye wastage that's my difficulty in some crew a bien a bassa. The young leaders wire and on fun for Subiaramba. Say we'll make sure that the man's a man was a Bob one. This was a buena quamina and charming now when we any problem.
Okay.
That's I say.
But it's a good thing that will extend to
the
private school.
Infrastructure. What brain they dance up, but private schools need to be what will be. And a mama so okay, double track if you want. 6 years, if you only scam fancy see, and then giddy. Inti, I do not crop any team that it been one way to one schools. I've been telling the uncle, Nanka, a couple one. No one's one boy and the way you're gonna fee. If then you want taxing for be a young dream. Yan sodo, near San Sumoniska, no one for the mumbo from maybe near to me release secondary school pressure. It's this time around. In Sebiana, last year was 1,400 a call, a school like Adria. This year, 1,400 was bare 800. Because I'm 600 now, I can over supply my private school based on your performance. Are you getting it? Exactly the point. In time the president, what for the papa? In Ghana, for now support. Mama, by your pressure there, walk a private schools in it. Now the protocols and all that walk GIS. Yeah, you know what the pressure got to no way.
I want yeah, a challenger because if you're Obia Pede, never call. Yeah.
But we'll do that based on performance.
All right.
You pay your friend and protocols and the man's film. Oh,
the school changing mum, free SHS secretariat and your man on the mass.
I reset to you, Abana Papa.
Chava Bedasi. Tizi. Yeah, come on. Free SHS to extend to
protocol and send them before the MPP ever exited a free Akunyano soon. Omaneboama the banya the E-block school nibi ewo kwabenya also mpe ni ensama ni emfa nko Legon Presec ena nam satam na metia em say the chemapi akro frɛ nam bisa question say and the why na yemfa ono enso apeno na nipa kon de bi quarter de ne bodwe na omanebo aman ban de onko Legon Presec ni emfa atakwe titi tetekwe me ban enko bi ye kan say domi kwa benya we school no inclusion o mka so mbeye we private school iye ni ade aye ade papa but are you ready today? Because are you ready today? In short, 2016, 2017, and 2016 idea yeah, boy, pro dear car say you be free education. Yeah, by now you say are you ready today? Yeah, by any start here.
I want uncover Nina cover first years.
Very well. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So what I say? At least we took that step. So what I say? And before more we omunti akonya so omo say ye ba be free you can say tertiary first year. And then bisa me more for say ko o Legon watua and ogusu betua. I'm saying omo go be account near this can be mamba me ni sanipo ne. I did some crania. Near the scan to my account. Oh, Master, when you were talking, I was sitting right here. I kept quiet. What did I say? Oh,
but Titi, Inca,
or your teacher, Papa. Me first day, I'm Shiano. Me first day, I'm Shiano. First day, I'm pen. No jump and swim compound. Now, the way are not why you aggressive and Colanos. I'm saying, wow, I like this man. Then so in me back of the crab and I made 200 market or say market or say market yatin no many so the ref is the background of Tiano now don't for your TI or 200 or market.
I want to enter what they do.
Enemy whom they say or when this and I'm say a very nice man in a wrong camp, a very nice man. look at the brain. I dream a war pan or NDC. In fact, I shame me pa, but obending or that's where I'm for. But fans are. Is that George? So very, very nice man in a wrong camp. That's what he has here. And the by an implementing free education and perform starts on Moko who and the free education and that's what you choose. What you are now go school.
Sure.
What you choose soon Gary and now go school. That is 2017 year starting here.
On no a prospectus
free education, you know, who Gary pet now go.
That is not the reality. Don't go there. On your Gary Penero.
The say. Me bag girl na makumu go ni mu pa anti anana me ye gidi. Na this one girl or Zion from 3. Sesi ya. Oba we tro ni bi obeko secondary school. Na eye me ya pa say ebedum pempen so yi a. Cause no ono no suro mahama pa o suro mahama pa mahama ebe say free education.
Ban say free education na otida mortina.
Omo ka somebody we o say
free education one year no hwe otida mortina. Ana
ye nu ho nti wuntumi nkasa. Omo ka somebody we the inclusion of private school no. Eho misuro kakra. Because na we vice president wakojina wa ka say schools bi ho a we you can say for the royals for the elites sa schools no ye be reserve na ma nti na say me ba na opese okọ St Mary's the bia na dreams opese okọ St Mary's no na you say e ba ne sa why any categories I say category A B ni ade na say time na ye say o ye fari ni kura o betumi ni omane bo ama ba akwakotena class na we are going to change it and it is scary. That is not the case. Please, when you are talking I kept quiet.
Titi now the school selection process is the same as then anamebwa
say almost 7.
Yes,
and my categories.
But they don't know a category. Your category A, B, C. Then you choose from these categories. Yes.
So it is likely, sir, you won't get your first choice.
And so on
the probability is first, second, third choice you won't get. And on person days now you go school now. It's got for money you pack your more. Na here for money you pack your more. Na school be in Fansfield, Augustine's, St. Mary's, St. Rose's near the Adeno.
But after no Oruko school no when you admission na the white road BC ni bibi se denyim de ne papa yesikeni
no osanka bibi su say
as a question answer me
o say
afra na white road BC no ebi our friend no Hilda Titi otrowa bibi anhye ne index no menenyim de Hilda Titi ne papa tonaze okotokraba market. And to school away, Hilda Titi cannot go.
Very well. Initial stages, first na school, then you computerized. And Jenna Ebejina, its excellency Jenna Ebejina, we platform so I can say your best selected schools need schools need is for the elite. And we you bet a hono na be sure ye enti what else you say bia omo say computerized on be sano they are capable of doing anything. The NDC they are capable of doing anything. And can you say we you can say Cocoa board a mass scholarship. Let me tell you something. I questioned my father before I will be because me who documents be 1996 over be that is 2nd July. Over me question because now papa we in the 79 or no a chief executive Cocoa marketing board. Unim say me your first born onya scholarship ni bi. I didn't know so onya scholarship because now papa a chief executive my father can pay but we onya scholarship ni bi
or you see the influence the nya scholarship ni bi.
And I'm busy daddy documents where me hu na che say ni papa ni enya scholarship na that time now who bet me atua I don't know the scholarship ni man it tells you say uti it tells you say saa we na ye beka say oh obi betumi atua ni obi hwan na ye ka say free education ye dia to ye ka say obi betua hwan mo na betua hwan na obe ka say me dia mi wo scan ti betua. I want that to be me. I'm a realist. I want us to be realistic. See, why no be no be say me metua. And this no me say oh ye be scholarship cocoa board near the other it will not work.
Okay.
It will introduce where nepotism and favoritism and where discrimination.
And it has been there.
Yes. And I make sure say
from the time of your father.
Yes. Yes. And I make sure say sad no me say the introduction of scholarship near the other and the nepotism, favoritism, and you can say discrimination.
All right. Titi me that say. Okay, me that say. Antiwansa.
Come on.
PSHS or by extending it to.
Me can't sure. Any policy have advantage and disadvantage. Honestly, no doubt. At Asibia.
Okay.
Because if you are already a policy biano, although with the disadvantage room, free SHS, if you are beshasi, and need the credit no, if you know no credit or was a man, and no all contour with the private schools were loose. The free SHS ben one school no or form. As some was a ben mama or fixing one woman, you know. Because nkofu on for one number into the matter but add to it today sembo fro ko no wie no control ni BEC ya no choose ni school although make sure that private schools so we nya bi because any private school bia che tax oze mama no nti a man so wanya mfaso zifi private schools wo nti aba asam na obay ya inda nyame ya dom na Ghana for was it 2 million naira kitan no kusa confirm no share da oba serve our mother Ghana oba fix private schools on one aka government schools no na osi CCR kan no this year ntumi ye na obay ni nyame boa next year obay nyame boa next year no iyanka say ni how our private school another in how free SHS brother Chichi show do BB yan dan no former finance minister I am papa Ken Oforata na no pronounce say there in when always can all right there or the way then wochia ana okay it is okay no tell say you can say pempem so bi no weska wo betu why then wochia. Say yes, your first year for work prayer or promise there. Any first year be invest be bochia. Amazon no be went to mentia. Most I just say boy account no chia no zutum because it be sika yede. Oni the private schools is so card 1 to 80. Why add the one away place one in pay or don't make sure the wider will chase sika. No, you're right to there. Where you Ghana feel to tax my Ghana. School no what to no one for subi no sum oko ho. Or the credit won so nya bi. Send him there ye bia no call training school. E be call university or education. After serving war government schools we you know. One posting. Tinu so baby when you akwanya ne private school dey traze. Oyaza o. In the private schools teachers no. E be o ho any part time o ho. Or charge or government school. We are basana call or quite charge be. By say private schools no. Oh, worker and mano say your region tax say ye bumana kasa offer private sectors wo. No doubt. Private sectors would your tax mama and papa.
Yes.
It is say what add 1 2. Yen free your friend SHS one. It's not bad.
Okay.
But the problem in the unemployed was a car. Well, add 1 to 8 is about your one kawa. Ahana samani wo. Intibia a manu another man paying ashenu for 2 ma. On to me sika on phone tia private schools since ya.
Okay.
Timo baba ende ye be ye hu adwuma ye be ne next year because every policy have advantage and disadvantage. Ye then you do double track because every year biara abofo bo school biara okosor number nimba form ti the way okosor no o che the anytime biara ye wo carry forward e we ye nanim e no to di biem oba ne 3 months abofo ne baba betine fe Mr. Piekade odru baby a about an year because some yamba extra classes. Previous years in school fees have seen them from one extra classes. So the order yejitum. My problem is one day. Target na yes a form of from only no ye problem. Because we free SHS into a dumly nara yes who yes kugum. And I corner for do ye placement. It be okay. Your secondary school 3. And ya were dinner man, ya were a gas, no commensec, on your 3. It be okay ye. On choose school no okay you. Book could choose and wait. A chill could choose and wait chilly. On no so could choose and wait chilly, so but choosing day in a boarding. Tibiana, it be an in the same course, no grading was sir. The grading was sir, what before no why a border. No one follow grading what for me a day. Into day in a corner in your body, no mamma some quarantine. Hostel Osmond. Say to me na at Tina K who post to a wara. Another fake K no posting uncle your problem. Son uncle your problem. But a corner for do ye placement also or another problem. So man paying that can with them. See I can say in pempre or then in past 7 will choose or not for 7. 7 is not bad though. By the end of the day, no one kasa baby binyano or bobo one kasa. So school ne banike ya. Neti etedina. Ne school where dina mana. Abandon to manant to akọ. When ye sika kakra ozbo mo no babwa. Ni ye kase bi Kumasi. We post na bedina man when your border. Once some waking a day. Ne ma me akọ rent dan ama one rent hostel. One rent dan. Parents know the whole region home. Ne banner my former bond at the end of the day the problem is about man paying. Tis so man paying so it's no wash next year. No wash sa or children mistakes sir. Over previous government ni fear SHS. No wa correct. Say say sika ye that oni Ghana. Sika pa ye de twa ye ho bra. Oni wo papa
sika ni bi wo ho bi ni wan sanka a level 100 free a
amen say sika wo wa
sika ni wan ka on to me
na anka wo kra na wo tu e mo wan atasa ena yenjin tumu su de any government bi arofi abe mo any budget odo to first quarter budget
and so we atwam sisa abeni we read the budget
sisa abeni we read the budget
yes
enwa it is sika ni wo because the Mexican no wo do go to face here fun when a debt no one. It is a next year. No so about all the private schools now come. We be round table no work no. Some private schools so do budget baba.
Yes, of course.
That the money ya budget.
Yeah.
It is a money budget na money room to ma. I affording this year. On age to you afford the next year. To them American private schools were born one so work invest work education. Because education where your friend invest in area na ka national service area even ko fu baby won post one but why you no private schools for to go your friend akwa na so next year problem or why in nta asama o
Antimansa let us say also odia as aba yes Titi
I didn't hear omo here say bia o Cape Coast bia no choose school Accra na bibisa.
Yeah.
Because of socialization. So what I say.
But all your problem.
As to whether it is problem, the motive behind. I am say very good.
Yeah.
Because me say send me and cranny. And I me ba be wo ha. Omo ntumi nkan kran. Enti the last time me ba me ne call we me ne call Accra for 1 year. School there me ne call 1 year no. O three sua and cranny kakra.
All right.
What did you make us say? Enti and nyame ya dom na enye omo we mo am place chemistry bi. Na me ba to me call the St. Mary's
Okoshiankra no. Titi be that say 0244408046 yeah antimansa
Pamina so oze damu ziriboma. Yama nwana woma kwenya de Ghana for ba yenya nyama free no hawajen. Dama semiera no wa ha yan papa na nado.
All right. Okay. 0244408046 0244408354. But when pick course kakrana area ya kwere. Good evening.
Ba wo mi april sabra sem kwa man kase de. Papi. Iba ha. Mama jino ko want to do. Che maka for some school yan abasa na etoko. When you said that mama won pad on to maka. Open to school father, pad no him, she make her to school father. Hey, ma'am.
Let us say, good evening.
Fantastic evening.
Isaac Khalifa, also 10 seconds, me too.
Fantastic. Antimansa, first of all, Antimansa, I mentioned you for such a wonderful submission. Now, Mr. TC, I say, people losing a mulusi, and I'm saying, so now, the submission, I want to tell him. Mahama and his government will never and ever rush into any policy. What I say, an introduction of the what they call private schools, a very good idea. Look at school like Samu. Take the number of people what produce one, and now they're not getting students. What I say, and to the inclusion, no, I was so as Antimasa said, also no procure funds for them. All you know, no, every call sideways Takano, and you might be on they're supposed to get before Kuranaba. What I say.
All right.
And to no matter, you shouldn't tell us, and then tell one family this. No, we need to get prepared before introducing them.
May I say, Aisha Khalifa Yamiko, good evening. Yes, sir. Can you go for your and Captain, all right, me too. Captain Pejawunzi, ma'am. Yes, sir. Let us see. All right, let us see. Good evening.
Good evening, Minia.
Can you over here do me too?
I drop today.
Christ and Adumo.
You meet Chiano and Okasama MPP Chiano. Minia, I transport fee. I hear the assemble.
Could you tell do I MC the communicate about? I hear a betcho.
Time on that, say, Seminum for my na, will be on more. Or stop me, or you better, Missika, no, Tagiafe.
Yeah.
Number G. And your name, the main body. Yes. Now, some Bakwa, a hammy say, a private schools, no, a fire say, I bind the Bema. Umbrella, you know, so I because honorable justice ono samo production. Yes, honorable samo production.
All right.
Yes. And the other say also let's see a part ticket. Channel. First, 2 cities. I'm to look at 3 cities. It's a bear. And also, I'm on 10 years old, that is so.
But I see. All right, but I see. Good evening. How about your dome?
Brother.
All right, Mommy, and you.
Brother, phone me.
Christ and Admo, I was
7 cities. Hey, brother, share. His Excellency John Dramani Mama Ajene Kesiura. Nyame nhyira no papa. Na nyame so nhyira ntemansa. Wa chedo ya batan. Hwe, da ma double track asemi. Enyim na adwene nyina wodo de. Infrastructure na na loje wo ho no. Aye aba na wa abaso no kono wan shodo. Inti all of mama na wa shodo. Na wa tum na odi da ma you find then private schools or the one aka ho. Na wa nya kon wa twa da ma double track nim. Onu to is excellent sorry adaman. Enye de idea say better freche. Aye o wa adwene bi nti na no mo modere de mo. Olubo twa double track nim 10 na mo fra man wa gye anyanyam. Asam na wie ya anyen. Onu so kada nche na ewuna na ya ka light na asama. Na mi gina do. Na mi gina do but I am den na nche maka fe ni ye. She One kasa na wa asaden. It's abu gina po. Okwa me ye se de kani ya wo de kitan. Obukwa ka expose one kasa wo. E na MD na resign. Ono na so ma shira de ko no mo kodo. E mo resign. O di fi no office ho.
Baba Belasi, good evening. Yes, sir.
Abani amwa eki.
Abami too.
Abani na mke mbi anabo first card ewosi. Abani yembo ofan deputy ofan minister na ba wo education. Le minister me oke. Na abaso private na odi free teachers am kwamna. Nye ombo Ghana ombo bi gara abati kwamanga si nye na ogbogbo en. Wo se enwe am kwamna abati kwamanga si ejuma ya. Nti demcho double track oba ye. You want for what double track? Oh, for Edgar, what I call a coaching ID. What's a good score that I'm coming over with the East and double track. I'm a good teacher. You feel the a football from what?
Okay.
What I know I can go away from you. What I can eat. What the best was to be schools in the uncle double tracker. These are often one but more. Because I double track, but I know a question I do. If you attack a car, what will the instant?
Say good evening.
Good evening,
yes, sir.
Hey,
yo, rapping. Me too.
Mentia what you for a mentia or panelists, me chairman and Samansane. Now, if I'm saying this year, no. Hey, Dabiana make us say, I remember not try and proof way, MPP way. I remember for fair friend, Tiaba Mantigana for you now, so much and $1. I beg not 10 CPP, and before you are moving Biana. Pamina, school placement are somewhere year king. Ye may control exams. First, that you go school now, and you go school a selective school. No, why was your mother more? Your first class schools, there was second class, third class, they go. To watch your mother more, no, they are selective schools. Now, knowing the Asako Faber, your growth for your Montiasi. Free SHS here, Cassia, they were private schools. Musian to me yet. Ya roll up see a bayan so acquire buachi. Hey, now what is the end day? Mother Ghana for a serious or more must entertain no masono. Mother, and no way of Caribbean Yate Petrus, or be of Caribbean Yate Lolo Fesu, or be our Tony, maybe only Pobo on Tokyo, or be on my minute Papa Tomani into a room the Apobiala, or more Malaboton, or more in Sabia, Papa, and Yamas Friday, Aquaform, putting a minute, my
Yamenko, good evening.
Good evening, opening Kashi.
Yes, boss.
Mr. Speaker, how are you?
All right, yes, you.
Yo, me chief for the Asher for. Let me check our sister, Mr. Rita, our aquarium. Mr. Lumo, will be Mukua,
okay, Mrs.
Let me check.
Young queen in the Minchiano, and Coffee, which I am a celebrity.
Yo. Your opening. About we. Send that or yeah, your debate to me. Yen say Obama bibia be finchi bibia be kama. Now so for na pamfo bi wa form no am daisy there sa ma we ndada still na no wom na say NPP for yeja nzama report na di eda figa na mu na se sa ba kache ende nzama no wayo ibi ayewa na wo nipa na awekadam ya be nipa.
Na enzamana meba enzamana waduma no report was that the figure ko ekoto no wa
if he every said time even though the time obe share president in Puno some opinion there you obey light off yes and then just one the same ready there a bit my taking charge as a minister of energy As our BB now, what okay, Minister of Energy. Inti, say, about we back at there. Not them, nature will come with the man. This government is full of corruption, incompetent, but just be but so take advice from the previous government.
All right.
Then you come here, private schools here. So we take how our previous government non cooperate now. But na no bokodo. And she ya mo ba say me pray bu.
Yes,
abani. Onye ndemeye, cause Ghana for to abaman wo hwe nde. Opeye ndemeye. But more than either, there's never do too much. I put a give my Ghana for new to.
Mr. Speaker, may I say, all right. Once you bring me 0244408046, 0244408354. Mpiki Eyiwa Hadi Nayanko. Good evening.
Good evening, Uncle Amina.
Dawood, me too.
Uncle Amina, your best MPP4. 1 2 Abba Majon Mahamo. Ghana for no 2 Abba Mahon. Now, I am no record Ghana for him also papa. MPP for 1 chaza. Why ya Ghana for you butum? Yaja Kehon. Debia yebo huzina yeko mokom. Amembu pana, amembu ya yao. No bubu itira Ghana for. Oshe John Mahama no unsia. Na John Mahama se chite nalaka donzi President Bill. Obatira do afibo madase.
Madase. Good evening.
Good evening, Uncle.
Yes, sir.
Uncle, Mbele
Madase.
Na Ghana funyina wasi wada John Dramani Mahama si. Na se mfoko se fridu na mfoko Kastle FM. Minje do menkanche John Dramani Mahama de wada nasi. De inde obi kita $1 onye 17 cedis dream. Minimum oye 10 cedis downwards. The Ghana for shine. The young saying that yenu anuma wato na adu gum. Yenu anuma yafu wona car. Yenu anuma wato na adu was stores. Wanted to one zamado. Ankwamna. And the Soduna Waba or dollar, then why can't the men in a them a fool look of them, no dollar look of them. No, yes, sir, and I wanted to one the model. Yes, sir, you know, driver for them also. I know, roll face. One cannon for a month for communicating back. Another one for cheating him back and son of why you want to carry someone. Yes, you share. No passenger being you driving, be being a Bacano police station. Yes, so when you the power, one says it. Na enyim gwaso ofoto kanyiba ya hwehwe na ebinim ye fotu mini nche nsem ye ye de ye pe
but that's it
enti wo so won say de ye kacha won pa
all right
what is for do
but that's it papa good evening
hello good evening coming suman wa po men
nyame adumo na ho ana mensa kani na nampa to ana
woni nyampa kepo thought once mfuni na nampa to en kepo thought na mo
10 seconds me too
but that's it NDC akoshe what body to minti she ma wona la warrior sisara she akoshe what body to minti she ma wona warrior sisara na kana fo Russian one kana fo Russian one kana fo Russian one ngule se da akoshe ni power eye wonje ma troka na kana fo waso yo Russian one na 2028 mena wanti na kosenten that's come down.
Baso medase bebre. All right. But me for last caller na yemfensi yanko yenenyim. Please come now. The NDC told Ghanaians they need power. Okay. All right. Good evening. Hello.
Good evening,
Good evening sir.
But no friend ko fi
all right, Uncle Joe yente.
But no all say is a bench entity. That bet yet soon your all failed. You could ma next time when you to say echo supermarket no more one on want to told. That bet soon for train and what's working with Bumano all year. Because in the mind sure to be I say my hair now so Kugumo Kotazi. Now that what is your all down in Yokosia, Yenyashi, you tried to kill. Honestly, I have to told another
Papa, but you may be so asama.
But what may be
this 15% reduction or debate, so bend or incrementer, inke abotum ana entum.
But what increment no be so one waba. Into 30 days. increment wa kan da ro that Saturday no be ejuma
and Saturday no we twom na won fan ye ejuma
but so we ejuma impo ko no ma no job we
ebinum fan ye ejuma that is a fact ebinum fan ye ejuma
but what the ejuma ma so ye ba we but so
I know na me see ebinum nso fan ye ejuma that is a fact
because ebinum fan ye ejuma but so ebinum na me dem ba because I made no station.
All right.
Yes, I say our budget will be all the same wobble. At some bono oko police station now on way university.
All right.
The better I tell them fine age man. At the big age man. Oh, actually, Kagia one was one told. One on Osman in the
Praga one kind of one told, and I was one told.
And I must end then I must the Osman or the program.
Yes.
For one more for the I will want them to 21st way.
All right.
Now I'm told the order and the woman that was the song.
Okay. But I say.
So now you know the abandoned
on Yensi, abandoned Sisubia, once 1 year in Dini. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Ejado. And I'm Mr. Kumsa. Ejado.
Ejado.
All right. Papa, you too.
Have that entry. AKA Commissioning. And with that, my son come there, MPP will be a 38%. Well, them prepared.
When you're more than 38%.
And I'm around. Malanka figures over you. Mamma, come share on Paho. Let's see, Martha, there. MPP one member one now, ya passion, huh? Well, about 40 years. No such and Swankasa. Nothing trouble woman there. So on my opinion, John Dramani, Mahama, Yanko Pony, ya Oban Summon Cinnamon, ya on your Oban Summon did that. Shankwin the only Yunkwin, ya past and treasure or dollar. Said the word Kalakutia, what a togo, my baby, all the time, Yaguma. I remember Papa in Mayina, Papa, and yet we have a man.
I know what I say. All right, it's what I say.
MPP, party, yeah.
I know what I say, baby. All right, Chairman, I say, Senior, I'm listening to you. Great show. Please call. Tell Chairman Appear that I'm still waiting for his call. Then we chrono. So don't worry, we're back. We chrono. But I don't mind test to test message the other time, but it seems there. Yeah. Please, Kamina. The NDC told Ghanaians they need power, and we gave them the power. They should work and stop lying, throwing dust into people's eyes, and propaganda talks from KKBK. Come now, you see the propaganda the NDC man is making. The cocoa board paid those who are cocoa farmers' children fees. Please come again. But I say KKBK. Mr. Host, Mahama is a second king Solomon because he's a good leader and listening to God. And also his policies is fantastic and unprecedented in the history of Ghana. J.D. Simple as Sebu a crop for. Brape, you know, made us say, Ewa won't so there as a Abamamia last one, Ewa Hana Yanko in name. Mr. Host, good afternoon. Our former president, Akufo-Addo, didn't include private schools. Double track system should have extended to the private schools to ease accommodation on the students. Akufo-Addo didn't do it. This President Mahama have said he will include private schools is a welcome idea. Including private schools will eliminate the double track. Akufo-Addo's mind to not include the private schools is okay. It's not an evil idea. Samuel from Kotokraba, but I say Bebre. All right. And see, this birthday message na yemfensi 1 minute na enko. Happy birthday Nkoma Oye Jabez Ba aka Budu. Also more blessings and money to you. And see from Oye Mr. Bernard Ogo and Oze this birthday or the Oye Jabez Ba say ewiabri obudu well bodo but I dare try in 9 minutes too much mama but 9 all right okay okay chairman yanko just a minute yanko
yeah Kwame na meda wase Kwame na se oye amia se Kwame na me MPP nya nche mahu de MPP fu ye nyime gwase se mu MPP fu mpo de wako radio station I wonder wako kakade sa membu ya ma mere buni sisiare se MPP fu no wonya da ma membu ya cha Kwame na nche yaso mpo enwa twe
okay
are you getting it na MPP fu why one coffee be there mama no wopede what destroy my mouth to the level there ye nyini zimpo na yabo but what's nyanya me share no ehun
we share no
but
I say
oh Kwamna
well okay just a second yare braso nti ntinka yare che time no na yakọ all right
me ye ndi sinya me ta sama sinti ma to ase
chama be that say Titi
what was it? The inclusion of private schools me started kasa obia nim say me bastardize it and as said your more the introduction of free education I'm started from day one I'm bastardizing now up to date me yes because me nim say the free the way private school can one the extension every my na ebiem
okay
no be because me person obi akọ
all right
secondary school
all right
unlike the chema pia mo on person omo pe amako school na incrofo enyenye wrong
let us say Titi advance
what funny then Kwamina
advance
very sorry no American them every policy have advantage and disadvantage time yeah calls where you call soon na you share discussion be with you ibia ni wa policy ba na obabo na onke na enije but today dey enyo today baby wo ho ayetu anamara ohawadwen cause odrun bibi na parent ye send ye no ba ezibana ansa na when ye ezibana ezi wo school na here a problem but abano ze ye ezi abede another ozi baby abede why ye school no free education
all right
na motin so the oyen constitution but 8 parliament no one bogano and in that phrase says one pass here bill no but the one them
Debbie maybe said do we need bill because the thing is enshrined in the constitution
we don't need the bill why don't know what the bill no combrace go
when I say and this is no apa ho until 1 year for nko chairman I say 10 seconds 10 seconds 10 seconds
Kwame na mo e fain there mama be omtwe free SHS mo but no be shemekina me se ko secondary school say hu e kwa wa say mwana na wo friend na mama right and so nipa wo friend mama ni zin sisi ayi there aban papa aba
but I say chairman okay so yeah birthday na yanko enti happy birthday inkoma Jabez Ba aka Bodo more blessings and money ombra wakwem enti happy birthday Jabez Ba aka Bodo from Mr. Bernard Ogo Ewiabri ose yemfa mo nyame insro bebre na ontunkum na beye kese pa koside ebeye kese enti Jabez Ba Bodo happy birthday to you. All right abusa yedesi asdani bi inkoma oye game park Lonat Max by Ridge Royal Hotel High Sense Anointed Engineering Services Limited nafi Betway wonyi injumoku a wabwe ema yezi jumezini yezi bro nyami show nyami aduma yabesene asia ochina with another version of Memano Hodo. Have a wonderful good evening yakra wonyina bye bye.